Hi guys, and welcome back to the SN Studio for another Horus Heresy battle report. We are playing the Tide of Carnage mission at 3,000 points, and for the first time in the studio we have a guest in our YouTube battle report, and he's bringing the Emperor's Children. Very excited with both of those things, and as you can see behind me we have a spectacular battlefield, a ruined city that goes very well with both armies. I think they will look spectacular when both armies are deployed, and I can't wait to actually see how that looks. Now, our guest, his name is Kayron. He is bringing the Emperor's Children. Beautiful army, as you can see now on screen. He has a beautiful Rite of War as well to go with it, and the beautiful Lucius himself. So I can't wait to actually clash with his lines and hopefully get a good challenge with Lucius as we go along in the game. A couple of cool units as well, units that are specific to the Emperor's Children, which I haven't played against, which makes it even more interesting. I'm bringing the Imperial Fists, a list more or less the same as what I fielded a couple of weeks ago, with a couple of extra units. I have an extra Apothecary, I have extra Terminators, new Terminators with some specific shields for the Imperial Fists. So yeah, a really amazing army, and I actually can't wait to clash against the pink armor of the Emperor's Children. And with that said, I think it's time we check out the lists. Let's check out Kayron's lists, and that's coming up next.
Hey guys, I'm Kayron, and today I'm back again from another battle report. Last one was on SM+, check it out, against DC and the Wordbearers. But today we're back on YouTube, and we're going to be playing our Emperor's Children. But today it's a bit different. We're going to be playing them as Traitors, the right way to play them. I'm just going to explain quickly. I'm going to be taking the Rite of War, the Maru Skara, which basically just means I get +1 inch movement until I bring in troops from reserve, and I get to place up to 4 units, if they're troops, elites, or fast attack, into the outflank, and it just basically lets me outflank better than you would normally be able to do it. Don't need to roll for it. Then I can just come in any board edge, as long as I don't roll a 1 and it's distorted. Anyway, let's go straight into HQs. To start off, on SM+, as you could see from the pictures, we had the one, the only Sol Tarvitz, but today we have his arch nemesis, his rival, Captain Lucius. He'll be my Warlord for today, and he'll be having his Warlord trait, which is the Blade Alone. Very simply, if he's in a challenge, I get Fearless, but I can't use his leadership for any purposes, and whenever his unit uses the reaction of the first reaction of the game, it doesn't cost me any of my reaction points, so they get a free reaction in sense. Moving on, we have a Primaris Medicare. He was my own little custom conversion of Fabius Vile. A little here and there, I'll give my own little twist to it. I'd bring him along just to have the Phoenix Terminators have a feel no pain. That's the only reason he's here. And he'll be having a Power Maul, which will represent his cane. Nothing funnier than smacking people with a cane. And for my last HQ, I have a Legion Champion. Wanted to make him a Phoenix Warden, but I don't have the actual model for it, unfortunately. So it'll have to be a Phoenix Champion, just so it allows me to actually take the Rite of War, as it's only a Phoenix Warden or a Champion to allow you to access it. Moving on to my troops, we'll just have 3 units of 10 Marines each. All Sergeants have Artificier Armor. 1 squad is base standard with just Bolters, even the Sergeant. 1 squad is going to have 8 guys with chain bayonets, 1 guy without, because points, and the Sergeant will have a plasma pistol and a power sword, Phoenix Rapier, and we'll also be going to have a Vexilla in the squad. The next squad, exactly the same, 8 guys with chain bayonets and 1 guy without, and of course the Vexilla. Sergeant, however, will not be having a plasma pistol. He will have just the Phoenix Rapier. Moving on to my heavy supports, we'll just do it because it's the easiest one. I'll have a unit of 8 Sun Killers, everyone's favorite. They are a go-to if you are an Emperor's Children player. They're just so good, not allowing your opponent to do the evade reaction and not allowing them to have any damage mitigation rolls or cover saves. It's just, it's chef's kiss. After them, we'll have a Sicarian Punisher. First time using him on the board, newly painted up. I'm not too sure about it, I'm not convinced, but I saw that the Emperor's Children's secondary ability on the Legion trait was vehicles get +1 to hit when you're firing with defensive weapons. So the Punisher, strength 6, can fire it as a reaction. You know, we'll see how well it plays out. And then after them, we're going to have a unit of Cacophony. They're not really a favorite, I've noticed, amongst Emperor Children players, mainly because of the fact that they have Gets Hot, which means they can have the possibility to kill themselves, which is a bit unfortunate, but hopefully they'll play out with that pinning and that shell shock, keep some units with their heads down and stopping Pardo from being able to return fire at me with any units that, you know, such as the rotary cannons, which are disgusting in my opinion. They also have a dedicated transport of a Rhino, just so I can get them up the board without them being shot beforehand, because they are a very expensive unit, 320 points for them. I rather hope I'll pay 30 points to have a nice little secured box to make sure they can actually get there. Moving on to elites, very simply, we're going to have a Talon of Contemptors. Wanted to have them separate, but, you know, slots are scarce. So the first Contemptor was just going to have a Carries Assault Cannon and a Claw. The second Contemptor will have a Multi-Melter, or Gravis Multi-Melter, sorry, and a Claw as well. As I said, they're a Talon, so they have to deploy together, and then after the first turn, they can act independently in the movement phase. Moving on, we've got a unit of Terminators, just so I could have something in the outflank with some beefiness to them. The 2-up save just means that I've got a bit more survivability. 3 of them will have Lightning Claws, and 2 of them will have Chain Fists. Just in case there's some vehicles in the back line that are trying to hold Pardo's deployment zone for our mission today, and they can just tear them up. Moving on from my elites, we're going to have a unit of Phoenix Terminators. Sorry, should have mentioned that in the HQ. They will be Lucius's retinue, and they will have a dedicated transport of a Land Raider Proteus. Bog standard, nothing amazing on him. Moving on, we'll also have a little detachment of Apothecaries, 2 to be exact, just to go along with the not the Phoenix Terminators, sorry, the Palatine Blades, which is my last elite choice, and to go along with the Cacophony, just so I have that, you know, that survivability. If I do roll a 1 and I do fail my armor save, at least I've got the 5-up Feel No Pain to try and save the Cacophony. As mentioned previously, Palatine Blades, my last elite choice. I just think they're really good at this moment in time. You know, the 2-up save, 2 wounds each, their weapons having Murderous Strike. I think they're just, you know, I think they're the go-to, but in big squads. Unfortunately, I only have 5 of them at the moment. I will be looking to get more of them and hopefully get their own little dedicated transport to throw them up the board. But for this game, I think they're just going to be running up the board and hopefully get stuck in to some of those phalanx. Not sure how well it's going to go because I am terrified of phalanx, just because the AP2, they do strike last, but if you can't kill them with their shields, they will definitely kill you back. Other than that, that's my whole list, and let's get stuck in and let's kill some loyalists.
So here we go again with the Imperial Fists at 3,000 points, and I am taking the Stone Gauntlet Rite of War. So a couple of weeks ago I actually mentioned that I wasn't taking it just because I personally think it is far too strong, but there was a lot of comments of people wanting me to use it at least once and show how it performs on the table. So here we go. Leading it all, we've got Sigismund himself. Obviously, he is my only HQ, so he is my Warlord. Not much to say about him. You all know how good he is and how much he performs on the table, looking for those challenges as he goes along the battlefield. For my elite slots for today, I've got 3 of, because that is the maximum. I have to basically take, for this Rite of War, a combined of elites and fast attack that are the same number as troop choices. So first of all, we've got a apothecary detachment of 2 apothecaries as stock. I haven't upgraded them to have extra weapons or any extra armor. Apart from that, we have a Contemptor Talon. I've had to put them as a Talon because of the specific detachment restrictions for this Rite of War. Both Contemptors are exactly the same. They have the Gravis Power Fist with inbuilt Melter Gun and the Gravis Autocannon to go with them. Lastly, we have 1 unit of Terminators, Cataphracti to be exact. A bit of a mix in them. They all have the Solarite gauntlets on them, strength 10, AP 1. You don't want to leave home without them. Then I've got 3 of them with the specific shields that go with them, which are specific shields, Vigil Storm Shields. They're another specific upgrade for the Imperial Fists. And then lastly, because of points, I've got 2 with Solarite gauntlets and Combi Bolters. Moving on to troop choices, I have 1 of. I have 1 specific troop choices, and then I've got my phalanx that will have to go into the troop slots just because of this Rite of War. So first of all, I've got a unit of 19 tactical marines. The sergeant is upgraded to have a plasma pistol, a power fist, which is then upgraded to be a solarite power fist as well for the spicy strength 10 AP1. He has artificial armor, and the squad all have chain bayonets and a Vexilia upgrade as well. Then in the troop slots, I have 2 units of phalanx wardens. Both of them exactly the same. There are 2 units of 10. Sergeant has artificial armor. The unit has a Vexilia as well. And the sergeant, instead of carrying the power axe, it does have a thunder hammer, just for an extra punch in case I go against some characters or some anything really that isn't infantry. Bit of a punch. Strength 10, brutal 2 is always good to have. Lastly, in the heavy support choice, we have a heavy support squad. So this heavy support squad is upgraded to have illustrious assault cannons. Again, an upgrade specific to Imperial Fists, which are very, very good. A unit of 10 artificial armor on the sergeant for a bit more of resilience. And lastly, but by no means least, we have a Spartan. Flare shield upgrades because it's just worth it. It just survives against anything. There's a lot of las cannons on Kayron's side, tasty las cannons that hit on 2s, and I can't actually do any reactions against it. So flare shields will hopefully save me the day against those tasty las cannons. Probably being used for Sigismund and the Terminators. I will see as I deploy my army. But that is it. That is my army for today. 2,000 points on the nose, which I'm very happy about. And with that said, let's get stuck in, and that's coming up next.
They say pride comes before the fall, and the Emperor's children have reached the bottom of the abyss. The depths of depravity the Third Legion have sunk to cannot be underestimated. The once exemplar qualities they demonstrated on the field of battle is now nothing more than an insatiable thirst for bloodshed and suffering. Their newfound barbarism is more akin to the sons of Angron or the denizens of Nostrum. The Imperial Fists shall match their unfettered corruption with the tempered steel of our blades, the unmoving phalanx of our shields, and the unquestioning loyalty that beats in our hearts. The sons of Fulgrim have sealed their fate. In the Emperor's name, it is our duty to consign their deeds to the annals of history, written by the victorious.
And here we go! Both armies now fully deployed and ready for war. Emperor's children, traitor Emperor's children this time, versus the Imperial Fists. Tide of Carnage for the mission for today, which is probably one of my favorites. I actually quite like it. It makes the mission quite different because it's not only a mission that you have to stay back, it's not a mission that you have to run all the way to the other side, it's a mission that you have to capture the whole board. So it's fairly interesting. We have Kayron here, our first guest in the Horus Heresy scene for 2.0 in the studio. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But it is your second time in the studio.
It is indeed.
Because you did come and visit us for an SN Plus battle report.
Indeed.
You played
DC.
DC?
And it is traitorous word bearers. Yeah.
Nice, because you played them as loyalists. That's
As
why
loyalists.
I said it's the traitors this time.
With Salt Harvest as
Yeah,
well.
and that is on SN Plus. Cracking game, no spoilers.
Really good game.
So if you want to check out those games and more games, Horus Heresy games, which are only exclusive to members, make sure you click the join button below and check those out. So, yeah, looks spectacular already, and I'm sure it's going to be an even better game than all of the ones we've already had on YouTube. Let's make it the best one.
It's actually a grudge match, if you remember correctly.
It is.
Because,
Do you want to explain why?
Yes. Well, the first when Horus Heresy first came out, me and Pardo were like, oh, let's have one of our first games to get used to the rules and all that. So it was just outside. We had our first game together. Well, not the first game, but one of the first games.
Yeah.
And it was really good. I won that one last time, so I'm sure you've come back for your revenge.
It is my revenge. You won the first game, so I can't let you win too. Obviously, we have ruins on the table. We've got some crates on the table. We're playing Hammer of Anvil, so basically 24-inch deployment. And obviously, we have a little token here on this side, and that is because of Kayron's Rite of War. So you place a token, and you basically have outflank.
Yep,
and,
I can pick 4 units, whether they are troops, elites, or fast attack.
Okay.
And I can throw them into the outflank, which basically means I place the token at the beginning of the game before you have any infiltrates or scouts.
Yes.
And that's the intended arrival point of my outflanking reserves, which have gone for a nice stroll around to find
we're gonna know what is coming from reserve in just a second. We're going to go through deployment. We're going to start with the Imperial Fists first. Very elite on both sides, as you've seen in the introduction already of both lists. But let's take you through for the deployment. So we've got the first of the 2 Land Raiders. Obviously, we've got the Phalanx Wardens inside with an Apothecary. We've got the big blob of 19 Tactical Marines in the back. And they have a very important role, because their role is basically make sure that Kayron does not get 7 points in this mission for this back deployment. We've got the Spartan with my Warlord, Sigismund himself, and the unit of Cataphracti Terminators. Beside him, we've got the Talon of 2 Contemptor Dreadnoughts, crypted exactly the same. Then we've got the Mighty Rhino with the Mighty unit inside. We've got the heavy, illustrious assault cannons inside. And lastly, just beside Kayron, it's Kayron's friends for now, we've got the last of the Land Raiders with a mirrored image, basically the unit of 10 Phalanx and the Apothecary. Indeed. Let's take a look at the Traitor side. Do you want to start closest to me, and we'll work around closer to you? Yeah,
perfect. Well, as you see closest to you, we've got the Sakarian Punisher.
Newly painted.
Newly painted, yes, by a friend of mine, Dan. I took the Skara actually this time because of the when you return fire, I get +1 to hit.
I know
it's not everyone's favorite.
Because it's strength 6, so you can fire the main turret as a defensive weapon. It's crazy. Okay, what have we got here?
Then you've got a unit of Palatine Blades with the champion next to them.
And the Apothecary.
And the Apothecary, it's true, yes.
Okay.
Then behind them, you've got 1 unit of 10 guys, just there hoping to push to the main board if they get the chance to and don't die.
Okay.
Then next to them, we've got the Proteus, the Land Raider, with, of course, everyone's favorite egotistical maniac, Lucius the Eternal.
And the unit of 5 retinue, right?
Yeah, what were they called? Phoenix Terminators.
There we go. Specific unit for you
guys. He's not the Eternal yet, is he?
He's not the Eternal yet.
Not yet.
Okay, and then we've got another tactical squad here.
Another tactical squad
here.
Yeah,
where's the third one?
The third one? Oh, they're in the
okay, we'll talk about that next. We've got a unit of
Sun Killers, everyone's favorite.
No one's favorite, just yours favorite. No one loves them, just you and the Emperor's Children fans that are watching this. They're so good. We're going to see them in play because they are very good. Then we've got a unit,
a Talon
again, same as you.
Contemptors.
And a Rhino with your other specific unit
with everyone's favorite Screamer Boys.
Screamer Boys,
the Cacophony with a Apothecary. So they don't kill themselves as fast, hopefully.
Both of us have 2 Apothecaries and 2 Contemptors as well, which is great.
Oh, I also forgot to mention in this Proteus is the Primaris Medicare.
That is very true.
Yes, to give those Phoenix Terminators hope. Those
5
Phoenix
up,
Terminators.
5 up in vulnerable. 5 up, feel no pain.
That's the one.
Now let's talk about the token at the end. You've got 2 things in the outflank.
Yep.
A unit of Cataphracti Terminators
with the 3 Lightning Claws and the 2 Chain Fists.
Yep. And another unit of 10-man Tactical Marines, because they are line, and it's important. Only line can score 7 points for your opponent's deployment, 5 points for capturing no man's land, and 3 points for capturing your own deployment. Apart from that, there is a point for whoever kills the most units.
Whoever has the most standing at the end of the game. Last man standing.
Whoever has last man standing. Slay the Warlord as well. And all heavy type All vehicles or heavy type?
I think it's heavy type.
I think it's heavy type. Do you want to check quickly?
Let me just check that.
I think it's vehicles,
heavy
actually.
armor, actually.
Heavy armor, which is
it's both.
vehicle. So it's vehicles, isn't
Vehicles, yeah. Addition, scoring all vehicles that are not flyers are classed as scoring units.
Okay, so Kayron's got 3,
Yes.
I've got 4. So I've got a bit of a, I think, better armored on that side.
Tailored.
Let's see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going first. Do you want to try and seize the initiative?
Have you ever seen the lovely Emperor's Children Aquila?
Let's do this.
No.
That is a 3. So it is time for the Imperial Fist to go first, march up the field, and kill some traitors. Okay, movement now finished for the Imperial Fists on this turn 1. I've moved up quite aggressively because this list actually plays quite aggressively, and at the same time trying to get as many shots without snap firing as possible. So my big tanks have actually moved half the distance so I can shoot all my guns. I do want to try and plink off at least some of the vehicles because they are scoring, so the important unit to take out the field as quickly as possible. No night fighting. Kayron didn't want any night fighting, so that meant that I didn't want any night fighting. Makes things easier as well, which I'm happy about. Let's go through my movement. First Land Raider has moved up 6 inches. Spartan has moved up 6 inches. My big unit of Tactical Marines have actually moved 6 inches back, or 7 inches back, because obviously I know that token is there. They're smelling something fishy there.
It's all the perfume. And,
it's all the perfume.
It's all the perfume and the luscious hairspray.
Emperor d'Or. Perfume. So I'm waiting for him to come out. Obviously it's an important unit for me because I am scoring, which I would be able to deny him from scoring those 7 points. The Talon has moved up and now probably getting good line of sight onto this unit of, I always forget the name. Sun Killers. I need to get that into my head.
DC, who started calling them random names.
And then we've got the Rhino pushing up the field, a total of 14 inches because you can still fire 1 gun as normal.
Yep.
Then on the other flank, exactly same as this. I basically moved 6 inches up and getting line of sight onto this Rhino with my las cannons, which is what I want. With that said, that is the end of the movement. No reactions from Kayron because he's not within 12 inches. Let's go on to shooting coming up next. Starting off the shooting phase, we've got the first Land Raider firing all the way into this Punisher Centurion. Here we go. 4 shots. We also got the heavy bolters going into this unit. I'm going to do the las cannons first, which I'm hitting on 3s. Oh, this is what I want. And then, what is your front armor?
Front armor, I believe, is 13 or 14.
Is it 14? Is it 14?
We'll do 13.
You can go checking whilst I roll.
I'll check that.
So, strength 9. So I need these. I'm probably going to re-roll. Check if it's 13 because that's a glance, but I can re-roll that anyway.
Front armor 13, yes.
13, right? So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That is a glance, which I'm going to stay. I'm not going to re-roll.
Right.
But I am going to re-roll these for Sunder, which I don't get anything.
God.
Okay, so a pen and a glance.
I don't think
Nothing you can do anything because you're not 25% obscured. Okay, so 2 hull points down. Let's see what this one does.
Please don't want to.
Can I get another 6? No, that is a 3, which becomes a 4. So Cruise Shaken.
Cruise stunt.
Cruise stunt. There we go. Cruise stunt.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to be snap firing.
Oh. Let's go into heavy bolters into this squad.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s because it's a bolt weapon. And strength 5.
So when you
3s 2 wound. So 1 wound. No.
1, 2 up save.
Yay! That is a 6. Okay, let's get some more shooting coming up. Next up, we've got the Spartan firing heavy bolters into this unit. And what are they? Paladin blades.
Palatine blades.
Palatine blades. And then we've got all the las cannons firing into this Land Raider. Now, these sponsons actually flying through this statue. He will be getting 25% obscuring. We're going to say it's part of the ruin, so I'm going to give him a 5-up cover save. So we have to do them separately just because we have to know which one has the cover save, because this sponson would not grant him a cover save. I'm going to do the heavy bolters, take them out the way, hitting on 2s. Oof. And wounding on 3s. That is 1 wound. I need to stop rolling 1s and 2s.
Yeah, we saved.
That is a save. Okay, and we're going to do the first. We're going to do the first ones with the cover save. That is 1 hit, twin linked. Fails again, and I'm going to see if it pens. I'm going to re-roll that because it's cocked. That is nothing. We need to re-roll into a 5 or 6.
No,
nothing. Okay, and then these are the other 2. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling. 2 hits and
5 and 6s.
5 and 6s.
Oh,
that is
glances.
2 glances. I'm actually going to stay with that. I'm quite happy with
Not going
two
to risk it
lancers.
for biscuit?
It's got 4 hull points, hasn't it?
I think it's got 5, but maybe 4. I'll check.
Okay. I think I'm going to stay with that. To finish off, I'm going to do a melter shot into your Rhino. I'm not going to shoot the combi bolters because there's nothing I can shoot at.
Yep.
That is a hit.
That is
a pen. Nothing you can do there.
No, don't blow up.
AP1. Can I blow it up?
Oh,
4. That is immobilized.
Yes.
So let's take another hull point there. I still have that Land Raider to fire. But let me get some line of sight onto some other stuff and see where I go. We are back for more shooting. We're going to go into that Land Raider now. With measured line of sight and the sponsions closest to you, Kayron.
Yeah, this one right here. It's covered by
you do get obscuring from the crate, so you will get a 6 up from there. You won't from the other one, right?
No, the other one can see my Rhino
Straight
nice
through.
and happy.
Okay, so let's do the ones with the cover saves first.
Right.
Hitting on 3s, that's 2 hits. And strength 9 to your front armor 11, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That is a Glun, that's penetrating, and I'll sunder that
and he's
to
dead.
2 penetrating hits. This is the ones with cover, we said. So you have 6 ups here.
2 6-ups. No.
Nothing. I'm going to see if it explodes. Which it doesn't, but I'm going to go with these because if it explodes, it'll damage the things around it. So that is 1 hit. That is a pen, which you wouldn't get a cover save for, and doesn't. So it doesn't explode. It becomes a wreck. We do need to roll for the guys inside.
Indeed.
And to see just a leadership test, and that's
it's
it.
Just a leadership check for the pinning, and then another one for when I get out. So, they're fearless.
They're fearless.
Yeah,
because
they're fearless.
why are they fearless?
They just come built in.
Oh, okay. So you don't need to roll. Okay, so let's take them out. Let's put some flames on that Rhino, which is good. At least I've killed a vehicle, I guess. We still have the Contemptors to fire, and that's coming up. Flame template on the tank, and we have disembarked. He was fearless, like he said, so he didn't even have to take a pinning check, which is great.
I spit in your face.
Let's go on to the last 2 Contemptors, which are the last units to fire. I'm going to go into the Sunkillers. They're my biggest threats, so let's try and deal with them. 3 shots.
Before you roll?
Yes.
Is this the front one?
Yes, the front one.
I will return fire.
You will return fire. Okay, so here we go. 3 shots, hitting on 2s. Wounding on 2s, looking for those 6s.
Whoa.
Oh, I do get 2 rending shots and 1 normal. So you do have 5 ups anyway because you are on a ruin. But who do you want to go into? Anybody? Do you have artificial armor?
I do have artificial armor.
But you don't really want to. So you want to take it on to normal troops.
Yeah.
So 2 5 ups.
Oh, if I make none.
Okay, so 2 dead and 1 normal AP. So you take your armor save.
Yep.
Which is fine. So you took it on your thing. Okay.
So 2 have perished, unfortunately.
2 have perished, but you do fight.
I do
shoot
fire
back
back
with all your units. Do they all see?
That's an interesting question.
I think we're going to have to check that. I think they'll all see.
They're all higher up.
We're going to have to check. Hi guys, I just want to stop you there for a couple of seconds to explain our new Horus Heresy SN Plus tier. So you can become a member for £3.99 a month for extra Horus Heresy content. We already have about 5 or 6 battle reports on there, narrative, competitive, and some Zone Mortalis games in there for basically treat yourself to extra content, and you will be supporting us at the same time. So click the join button just below, and with that said, carry on with the battle report, and that's coming up next. Okay, we checked, and only 6 can see. 2 of them cannot see. So a little tear coming down Kayron's face.
Still enough to kill you.
Here we go, hitting on 2s.
So let's roll over here. Hitting on 2s.
Oh, look at those ones.
God.
Look at those ones. Okay.
And 2s.
2 to 1. Oh, another one. Thank you very much, Kayron. You've been nice, aren't you? You're the guest here, so you've been nice to myself.
They used all their energy on DC.
So 5 up. Which is a fail, so takes a wound. And then I'm going to do the other one. Now, this is something that we were talking off camera. He's taken this one and this one because my back one can only see
those 3.
Those 3. So he's taken the 2 that I could see, and he's just basically gonna try and tank it on the sergeant, which has artificial armor. So here we go, hitting on 2s.
Roll it.
And then wounding on 2s, looking for those 6s.
Please don't get 6. Whoa.
No, okay, so just 2 wounds, and tanking it on artificial armor. Which he tanks it. Okay, so that is great. He's lost 2. That is not more than 25%. Not more. It is 25%, but you have to lose more than 25%. That finishes off my turn. Not bad. Taking a Rhino off, which makes you a bit slower. Taking 2 Sun Killers off, I'm happy about.
It's 80 points.
It's 80
That's
points.
80 points.
That hurts. We do not talk about the points. So yeah, turn 1 for the Emperor's Children coming up next. Movement now over for the Emperor's Children on turn 1. Everything moving up the field, again, aggressive as possible because of the mission. We're going to let Kayron move to his, tell us what it actually has happened. But my only reaction back has been this Rhino just in front, which has moved actually slightly up just to
just
act as a bit of a barricade. Yes, just drifted.
Just
Looks like
to
that.
act as a barricade.
Yeah, just act as a barricade towards my other contemptors. So what's actually happening here? Take us through.
Well, so if we go to you're closest to your side,
Yep.
the Punisher can't do anything, can't
Basically,
move.
can only snap fire, yeah.
The Palatine Blades have just moved up as their normal movement.
Okay.
I was considering running them, but I'm like, not sure. You know, if I get lucky, we'll see what happens.
You want to stay like close here because
Close-ish, yeah. Don't want to go too far ahead.
Cool.
The Land Raider moved up half its movement because obviously of my Rite of War, I get +1 inch movement.
Yep.
So really it's got 15-inch movement.
Lovely.
So I could move the 7 and still shoot all my weapons as normal.
Mm-hmm.
Other squad that was back there by the pipes, -2 to move through the ruins. So they've just come up behind the Land Raider.
Okay.
Both Dreadnoughts have just scurried on forward to,
Again,
provide
using their 9-inch movement.
the 9-inch movement now, yeah, which is great. One more and they'd have +2 inches to their charge.
It would be great.
It'd be great.
Asking too much, I think.
I think so.
Okay, these guys obviously disembarked from
They
before.
disembarked. They've moved back. I've kept them here to hopefully when that Rhino pops.
Yes.
I'll be around 36 inches away with everyone from that unit.
So you have better range from me.
Yeah. So I'll try and deny you that return fire against you with your auto guns.
Okay. And then this has stayed.
Everything's just stayed.
This is the only line at the moment, or will be the only line moment in his deployment. So he needs to get those tasty 3 points. And obviously the Sun Killers don't want to move because they're heavy weapons.
And they don't
and these guys aren't heavy weapons.
No, they're assaults.
They're assaults, which is great to hear. Perfect. Yeah. With that said, let's go on to shooting. And that's coming up next. Starting off the shooting phase, we've got the Sun Killers. They've got a new target, which is this Proteus here. Obviously, he can see through the ruins. I will be having a 5-up cover save, so I won't.
My precision shots.
I won't, and I can't react.
You can't react
because you ignore that. It hurts my soul every time this happens, where you think you can do something, and it's like, no, you can't.
No. I take that.
So he's going to try and pop it, I guess.
Yep.
How many shots is it?
So it's 6 shots this time because you killed 2 of my boys. You killed them.
Okay, so hitting on 2s.
So hitting on 2s.
Hopefully more 1s. There we go. 2 more 1s.
Stop doing this to me.
And then looking for 5s and 6s, re-rolling because of Sunder.
5s and 6s of re-rolling, so that's only 1 so
pen.
far.
Not bad.
And 1.
Only 1 pen. Nothing I can do. Well. Nothing I can do. So hoping for another 6 here.
Give me a 6. Give me a 6.
Oh. No, that is a 1, which I ignore because obviously I've got reinforced armor. They're not performing very good. I'm not going to do any spoilers, but in your game on SM Plus versus the Word Bearers,
they were much better.
They were much better. You made DC cry. Let's just leave it there. Okay, so what's next? Are we going to fire?
I think we should fire the Skara.
Okay,
yeah.
That's the only target, right?
Yeah.
So he's going to go. Obviously, this has rending. It's strength 6, so he can actually penetrate and glance on the roll of a 6 and then on a roll of a 3 or more.
Yeah.
So here we go. Are we going to do the last cannons first?
We'll start with the last cannons.
Yeah. Last cannons. Okay.
So 6s. All right, good stuff.
Nothing.
So that's 2, 4, 6.
He also
8,
has a heavy
10.
bolter, but it can't do anything.
Nope. 12.
And there's no other targets
14,
to fire.
16, 18. Would you look at that? Perfect.
Lovely. Okay, so looking for 6s.
Looking for 6s. Do you want me to reroll that weird?
No, that's fine.
Concoction?
Or was it a 6?
It was like halfway.
Okay,
so I reroll it.
Okay.
So nothing. So I think only 4 so far.
Okay. Not bad.
Not bad. So this is now 12. So I need 3s or more.
And you need that's 2 hits, right? You need
that's rending as well.
Yeah, but this was 2 hits only, right? You
yes,
you need 6s again.
6s again? Nope. Okay,
which you don't get, yeah. And the heavy bolter doesn't do anything.
Nope.
Let's move on to this Land Raider. Do you know? Do you want to have a little think? I'll let it up to you. I'm not going to rush you. You're the guest here for today.
I think I know what I'm going to do with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do with him?
Again, we're going to do the 2 side las cannons into the Proteus.
Okay.
And then these 2 side las cannons into that Rhino.
Which I both get a 5-up, right?
Yeah, you do indeed, yes.
Okay. Let's do the Rhino first.
The Rhino first. So it's in your side armor this time.
Lovely.
Lovely. So it's going to be...
It's still 11. Front and side is still 11.
So hitting on freeze.
Okay.
1 missed. Wounding on...
not that, but you have Sunder. No. You do have Sunder.
Sunder. That's a pen.
It is a pen, yes. I do have a 5-up. which I
And you steal it from me.
Hey. Okay, and then we've got the other two going into my
Proteus.
Proteus, yeah. Whoa.
Whoa.
That is a 1. I'm happy about the first dice. I'll let you roll that, which is a hit.
It's a hit. And now one more time. That's nope.
Sunder, nothing.
4, no, nothing.
No, you need 5s.
These dice are not being very kind to me.
No, they haven't.
No.
They haven't.
Wow.
Okay, so let's have a little think.
Yeah.
And probably go into the Contemptors and see what they're targeting. We are back after a little think. We're gonna. I helped you out actually.
You did.
I helped you out. This is me being kind. So he was gonna fire the assault cannon into the Rhino, try and blink it off. But I said, look, shoot the melter first. You'll probably kill it, and then shoot the assault cannon into the guys inside, which is great. So here we go.
Yeah. My original plan was to like hopefully shoot the.
The original plan was to take that out.
Yes.
Take that out. There's nothing out. There's no hull points dealt. So
a very good quote. No plan
you've
survived.
even taken new dice out of your pocket.
Yes.
And put those to the side.
You don't look at those.
Okay, so we're going to do multi-melter.
Multi-melter, so it's going to be hitting on 2s twin linked.
Okay, both perfect. Hit. 2 hits.
And now it's going to be strength 8.
Actually, if you don't mind, I probably would have
evaded
there.
Yeah, no worries.
Because I can shoot back if. I'll probably I would have evaded because I would have evaded. Yeah, if you don't mind, I'll do that now. So 2 hits. You still need to.
No, it's true. Yeah, my pen. So that's a pen.
It's a double 6. Need better dice. Okay, so 2 5s. 1 goes through.
And the second one, it's 2. That's a pen.
Oh, sorry, I rolled.
Oh, no, I was going to say, why'd you roll 2?
I rolled 2 because I thought that these were 2 pens. So 1 goes through anyway.
Yeah, because it is within melt range.
Yes, 1 goes through. So roll to see what happens.
See what happens. So it's AP1. So that's 4.
That's a 4. So it is weapon destroyed.
Weapon destroyed.
Which
crew shaken.
Crew stunned. Crew stunned. So I can't move, but I can fire normally, right?
Yep. And then the other one to penetrate. Yep, that's a pen.
Okay, but you've already done 2, right?
Yeah, no, that was the first one because I'm within relative range. I rolled 2 dice when I rolled to pen.
Yeah, but I rolled 2 dice.
Oh, true. Yeah, you rolled a 5 and a 1. Yeah,
5. So one was a pass. So a hull point dealt, a 4 on the thing, and I think that's it, right? Do you want to charge it?
Well, I've got this.
Oh, you only got that. Yeah, you're going to try and finish it off.
I'll try and finish it off.
Yeah, so two hull points left on him.
That's not going very well for me. So let's see, hitting on 2s. Yep.
No twin linked.
And
then you need 5s to glance.
5s to glance, 6s penetrate.
Whoa.
And 1, it's not going to die. And it's not going to die.
And I have a 5 up as well from there, which I don't. So it's not going to die.
Wow.
Which is, big wow. Say wow again.
Wow.
And again.
But wow. But wait, there's more.
Oh, okay. We've got
these guys within range.
Okay, who are you going to fire?
Well, the only thing I think, fire at is... the
Rhino.
The Rhino, because it's within 36. Or maybe I can fire at the Dreadnought.
You can fire the front line into the Dreadnoughts, right?
Yes, I think these last 2 guys over here are out of range or not.
Okay.
He's in range, but he have...
Shall we check properly?
We'll check properly. Let's check properly.
Okay, we are back. Dice in hand, ready to roll. He's actually going to go into the Contemptor, the first Contemptor, the wounded Contemptor that took a wound from...
The return fire.
From the Sunkillers, right?
Return fire, which should have taken more, but...
Yeah, so 1 is out of range.
Yes.
And the R gets hot, which is a shame because we have to do 1 at a time. So we're going to do it on camera this time, but probably after that we're probably going to do it off camera.
It's fine. They're going to kill themselves this time. It's
just in case there's new players, we're going to show them how Gets Hot actually works. So we're going to go Sergeant and then work our way around.
He has Artificial Armor, so obviously he gets a 2 up instead if I roll 1. No.
So 1 hit. Okay. Put those to the side, and just carry on rolling. All hits. Just put them to the side. So basically, any 1s is a get hot. So we can do that straight away.
So it's a free up armor save. He makes it.
Save. So that's okay. So as you get a 1, you take an armor save. If you don't, he dies. But he does have
apothecary there.
Apothecary there as well. So basically, some more. Yeah. Slow, but it's the way you have to do it.
This is the way.
At least no 1s. At least no 1s.
Yes, it could be worse.
Okay, and only 2 more guys. That's a good amount of shots, by the way.
Very nice, yeah.
Of hits, I mean.
And no 1,
okay.
but it's
and
1,
then
1.
The strength is
6.
Okay, so you're wounding on 5s.
On 5s.
And you're rending, right?
I am pinning and shell shock 1.
No rending.
No rending.
Oh, okay.
So I'm really hoping.
You can't pin me, right? You can't pin me.
You are fearless.
And shell shock is?
Normally, if you were an infantry unit, for example, shell shock gives you a -1 to your leadership when you take the pinning test.
So an extra. Okay.
Yeah. So this with like night fighting and all that just adds up.
Would be great for Night Lords.
Yes.
But you're not Night Lords.
So we're looking for 5s. Okay. So let's see. We have
I see a 6 there beside the pipe.
Yes, indeed.
Okay,
So I believe it's
that is
that's it.
7. 7? Yeah, 7.
7. So statistically, you
1,
should
2,
suffer a
3,
wound,
4, 5, 6.
and it is the
7.
flagrate.
Yes, statistically, with my dice rolls, I normally get 2 1s here when I roll something like this. That is 1. Statistically perfect.
Now, you need one more save because it is the flagrate.
Oh, it has the flagrate as well as all that. He's got pinning, the flagrate, and shell shock. Wow.
And you suffer another one.
Another one. Perfect. Okay, don't you have to wound?
Oh, wait. Damn it.
You do have to wound, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think you have to. We'll check that.
We'll check that.
And we'll see if it is an extra wound or not. But that finishes off the shooting. Next up, let's do a quick roll from the Contemptor going into the Rhino. Because it can't fail, but let's see how much it moves.
That plus 1.
Remember that Horus Heresy you have to move directly towards. You can't do any shenanigans with 40k does. So cool, let's get that ready. Let's check if you do have to wound or not. And go from there. Straight into combat we go. Contemptor versus the Rhino. Not even versus, because I can even strike back. So 5 attacks hitting on 2s.
Just to mention, yeah, it was. We did have to roll to wound.
Yes,
I got too excited.
It's automatic hits.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say automatic wounds. So
too excited too fast.
Okay, here we go.
So 2s. That's all hit.
Okay.
And this is strength 9 versus your side of 11.
Yep.
So 2 plus.
Okay. Yeah, it's the back armor, remember? Isn't
it's true. Yeah, always back
10,
armor.
So basically, it's gonna die.
Yeah, I think it's dead.
Okay, it's AP2, so see if it explodes.
AP2. So I think all those are pens.
All those are pens. Yes.
So any 6s. Yes, it explodes.
It explodes.
It
Perfect.
explodes.
So it probably captures D6 range, which is 3. So only captures you. It's strength 8.
Yep, so freeze.
So doesn't wound you, but it does wound the guys inside. So first of all, I need to see if I do a pinning check.
Yes, sir.
Which I pass.
Yep,
4, 5, 6, 7, I pass. I also have to do a strength 8 for each one. So roll 10 dice, and you wound on 2s.
So that's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2s to wound.
2s to wound.
That is 8.
8, okay. Which I think I have 8 in my hand. 2, 4, 6, 8.
It was meant to be.
And I'm going to go artificial armor.
Oh yes,
one
true.
At a time. I'm going to do artificial armor. One at a time. So artificial armor, artificial armor, artificial armor. And by the way,
the most abusable point of this.
I hate this roll. I hate this. We're going to change it up for our events. All passed.
All passed.
So yeah, it's like 10 points for artificial armor has to go up to about 30 points, or change it up like we're going to do. What we're going to do is you basically can only have the amount of rolls equal to your initiative for the sergeant, and then have to pass it on. So that's not there anymore. We're going to move that out, put the units as close as possible to where the model was, and that is the end of your turn.
It is indeed.
So we will come back for after my movement turn 2 coming up. Turn 2 movement for the Imperial Fists now finished. A lot of things happening actually. But I have not gone as aggressive as how I was going to go, because I even took my phalanx out and deployed them. But this is not happening. So for those of you who haven't played against phalanx, or those of you who have played with phalanx and don't know why they're so good, or maybe they're not being very good, there's a trick to them. You don't really want to be charging with them. You want to plant them onto places, important places on the battlefield, that you will get scoring points or mission points, and just hold the ground, because when you get charged is when you're going to get the reroll 2 invulnerable saves for my Rite of War, and you're also going to get +1 skill when you get charged. So you basically want to get charged and not get charged, because you're unwieldy anyway, so you're not going to basically strike first. So I've left my 2 phalanx squads still inside, just shuffled up my land raiders to get line of sight onto crucial enemy units, and try to do as much as possible with my other units. So my big unit of troops, tactical marines, have actually run this way, because I got really scared when actually Kayron told me that he can actually move out and charge. I was very scared of those lightning clawed Terminators, so I moved out, and then I'm just still within that deployment, so I can probably still deny it on that side. I've disembarked with Sigismund and his retinue, which they aren't, but let's say it's a retinue of Cataphracti Terminators. Going into this squad, I was about to disembark. I didn't. Spartans moved up. 2 dreadnoughts have moved up to basically smash the 1 dreadnought tactically, and then this unit has slightly moved up and in range of a couple of targets. It's a bit tricky, because I know he can fire back, I know he's got longer range, so I actually don't know what I'm going to do with them. And then my Spartan has just shuffled a bit forward. Still not the time for my phalanx to get out.
I'm terrified of your phalanx, I'm not going to lie.
Yes.
AP2, it's like, well, there goes my involt, there goes my normal 2-up save.
Yes, and you still have your Feel No Pain on some units, so
yeah.
Let's see how it goes. Anyway, that is my movement. It's looking really nice and epic. Let's go on to some shooting. Important shooting that's coming up. Starting as before, we've got this Proteus firing its las cannons into here and its heavy bolters into the blades. What do you call them again?
Palatine blades.
Palatine blades. And then the las cannons are going to Punisher. For those of you not watching the screen while you paint, I'm telling you exactly what's happening. So we're going to go with the heavy bolter first. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling. And that happens exactly the same as before. 3s to wounds, 2 wounds.
2-up saves.
There we go. And then we've got 4 las cannon shots going in hots. Hitting on 3s.
Oh, yes. I needed that and they're not twin linked.
That is disgusting. Okay, my Spartan's going next and he's firing into your Land Raider.
Yep.
So 4 shots, hitting on 3s, twin linked. That's 3 shots. And then looking for 5s.
With
Sunder.
Yes.
Nothing again.
Feel my pain from turn 1.
Feel your pain, exactly.
Feel my pain.
We're going to do a Mastercrafted bolt pistol into here from Sigismund, hitting on 2s.
He hits.
And wounding on 4s.
No.
And then we've got 2 4 shots from the bolters, which are twin linked. Was it a combi? And I think I re-rolled a 2, which I don't need to. So 3 wounds.
3 wounds. Oof. He takes a wound. Can the apothecary do his job?
No, he cannot.
So
he suffers a wound, and that means that was that the sergeant or was that one of the characters?
They're all 2-up saves, so I'll put it on the standard.
Oh, they're all 2-up saves. Okay.
Yeah. Everyone here has it.
Is there a sergeant there?
Yeah.
Is he the ponytail guy?
The
ponytail guy.
Lovely ponytail. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So that's them fired. The heavy bolt has to fire still into these guys, which I forgot to say.
Yep.
So strength and repeat from before. Twin linked. And 3s. That is 1 wound only. My wounding has been really bad. That is a save. Okay, we're going to move on to the other Proteus.
Yes.
He's just about got line of sight onto him. You do have a cover save though.
Yep, a 6-up from the crates and then a 6-up from interfering models.
Yep. So perfect. So I can do all at the same time because you have 6-up from each one. So hitting on 3s. All hits, and this is exactly what I want.
Please no.
So looking. Okay. So 2 glancing and 1 pen. That can actually kill you.
That can kill me.
Okay, so
2 glancing.
2 glancing, 6-ups.
No.
No, and this is the one you want.
1 pen.
Reroll that. It's a cocked.
No.
That is a 5. So that means it dies, but it's a wreck for now. Let's see if it explodes.
He blows.
It does. It explodes. So D6 damage is just 1, so it's probably going to catch what? 2, 3?
Oh, no, it's
nothing, right? Nothing.
Just the guys inside.
Just the guys inside, which are how many?
So you've got the 5 Terminator squad.
Okay.
5 guys. Then you've got Lucius himself, and you've got the Primaris Medicare.
Okay, so that amount of models. Choose to wound. All wounded. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds.
Now the scary thing is it's strength 8, so it instant kills my Terminators.
Oh yes. Yeah, so you have to do them
1 at a time, but they've got 2-up saves.
Because you have to say who's taking what, right?
I don't really want to give it to Lucius because he'll die. So
he's not Eternal Warrior, is he?
No.
Okay, so you have to do the Terminators then.
So we'll do
1 at a time. Perfect. 2-up. Perfect. I'll give you that. That's a 3. That's a 5. That's a 5. That's a 2.
And that's a 3.
Perfect. And now you do have to do a pinning check. Are they fearless?
Are they fearless? No, because they're only fearless when Lucius is in the squad with them.
And he's not there?
Sorry, he's when Lucius is in a challenge with them.
Okay.
I'll have to check. I don't think Lucius is stubborn, but 8.
That's an 8, so it's definitely fine anyway.
Because he's got the console there anyway.
Perfect. So let's take them out because it's a big explosion. He goes our way. Let's put those in and carry on shooting. Okay, we are back. 3 more units to fire. I still have to do my heavy bolter from the Proteus, which just explodes at these guys. You can see they've just emergency disembarked.
Lucius calling out.
Yeah, he was like, he's probably blown it up himself from the inside.
Get me out! Get me out! Yeah. I want to fight.
And what we're going to do, we're going to do that heavy bolter there, and then we're going to see what happens. So I need, this is going into the one behind these crates, which you can't actually see. I'm hitting on 2s. I think I said this off camera. So I was firing to there. So 4 shots. Looking for 6s. That is 1 6.
2 up.
He makes
He
it.
passes. Perfect. We're going to go into the contemptors next.
Yes.
Both of them are going to fire into the contemptor just in front of him.
All right.
So I'm going to do this at the same time. I've got 2 melter shots.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s. 1, of course. And wounding on 3s. That is a wound. AP2.
5 up in both. No,
That is a
takes
fail.
a wound.
Okay, takes a wound. And then we've got 3
So
and
6 in total.
6 in total. I don't think I can kill him, so I'll do them all at the same time. Re-rolling, was it twin linked?
Yep.
And then strength 7, so 4s.
Yes. So 1 save.
That is just 1 save.
2 up. He makes it.
Lovely. So all that shooting from 2 contemptors is just done 1 wound. We're still going to go into the charge with both of them, which is really cool.
This is where it gets
Lastly, now this is where it gets clunky.
This is where it gets very clunky.
3 shots from all these guys. That is 30 shots going to be firing into the probably 30 shots as well.
30 shots as
30
well.
shots as well,
fire.
because he is returning fire, obviously. The good thing is that he hasn't got rending. I do have rending. This is my chance. So I was going to actually shoot into your contemptor,
So, yep, you did
but
say.
then I measured, because this is when you have longer ranges, when you have to be sneaky and clever. He could have actually moved back his 7 inches.
Next turn, yep.
Next turn, fired, and I couldn't have reacted because I wouldn't have been in range. So now is my time to actually remove them from play, or try and remove them from play. So here we go. We're going to do it off camera. 30 shots from my
30
side.
shots and 30 shots.
30 shots on my side, hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s with rending.
Yep.
And then you are hitting on 3s, 30 shots, and wounding on
2s.
2s as well,
6.
but no rending.
But
Okay.
no rending.
So we're going to come back for the saving throws and either. Okay, we are back, and a lot of rolling off camera. I wish I could have recorded it, because it's cool to see a lot of shots.
It was like
but
we were like a bunch of accountants.
it's, yeah,
How many? How
it's
16?
taken about 10 minutes. So I wounded 23 times,
Yep.
3 of them being rending. He's wounded me 16 times, obviously, because we've done everything at the same time just to clear things out. He's also already fired back and everything,
Yep.
because it doesn't matter how many you kill, you still shoot with everything. He's managed to get 5 gets hot. So we're going to do the saves first.
Yes.
These are rending, these are normal.
Yes.
You do have artificial armor in
I
there.
do. So I'll take as many of these as I can on my sergeant.
On artificial armor.
On artificial
Okay,
armor.
so one at a time.
So one at a time. So first one. He saves
Can't
it.
see it.
Saves it.
Saves it.
Saves
Saves it. Saves it.
He
Okay,
dies.
he dies. You do have feel no pain,
I do
but you
feel
leave it at the end.
That'll be at the end.
Yes, because
Yep.
now with the FAQ, it's at
And
the
now
end, and those are
3
3 ups. Okay.
I think that's the whole squad.
Okay, so you still have your
I do have my feel no pains.
feel no pains. Okay, so these are all feel no pains, right?
Yes.
And you do have 3 that die.
A free.
3 more to your feel no pains.
Did you add those there? That
No,
one?
I haven't added. These
Yeah.
are all your 1s and 2s.
Oof.
Okay. So now you can roll all your feel no pains. One of them
With
is
the
separate
sergeant.
because it is the sergeant.
So,
So
sergeant.
5 up on the sergeant.
No,
he
sergeant's dead. And now 5 up with these guys.
Yep. Whoa, crap shit halfway.
Okay.
Wow.
So that is still going to be 5, 6, 7 guys.
7 dead, and you do have to do your 3 ups there.
Yeah.
These are the get shots, which would have happened now as you're firing back.
And one guy
And
suffers a wound. Oh,
5
no.
up.
Yep,
5
probably.
up.
No.
No, so 1 more would die.
So that is
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 dead. So 2 left,
But they are fearless.
but they are fearless. How weird, right? They're just automatically fearless.
A lot of people don't like them because it's like they kill
They
themselves very
look
easily.
amazing, but I think the gets hot is just a little
Really, really.
silly side on them, because they're not like that good either. So these are the 16 wounds you dealt on me, Mr.
Yes.
Kayron. I'm gonna go
2 ups.
2 ups again. So I hate this, sorry guys, but it is the way the game plays at the moment. And I'm actually rolling really well. 5, I don't want to curse
Oh,
myself.
come on.
And that is a 2, that is a 3, that is a 3, that is a 3.
Right,
that
good
is a
trade,
2.
good trade.
And this is why this rule is really silly. It's really silly. Games Workshop, get on it. We're on the playtester list. I think we're probably next to be on the playtester list. So this is the first thing we're going to actually fix when we get it. Okay, all my shooting now done. Crazy that I haven't failed anything, meaning your pinning, your
My shell
defaggerate,
shock,
your shell shock does not
everything,
come into
nothing
play.
comes in.
It's disgusting. I hate it,
It is
but
very disgusting.
we do have to play the proper rules, sadly. So
Jesus.
what else are we doing?
You're
We're
charging.
going to charge him into here.
Yes.
Which I'm going to roll for now. You don't want to overwatch here, right?
I shall be using the perfect counter. I'm going to countercharge you instead.
Oh,
If
let's do this.
If I can get the first counter off, I think maybe I can do something.
Okay, so this is your special reaction.
My special reaction.
Okay, your
yes.
advanced reaction,
My
let's say the
advanced
proper words. So what happens here?
We roll
1d6 each.
No,
1d6?
We roll off. We both roll off a charge. And if I beat your charge,
My proper charge.
your proper charge.
Okay.
So it's very. Let's see. Oh,
So
no, I did not pass you.
Okay, so what happens now?
I just shoot you. It's very anticlimactic.
You shoot me?
Yeah, I just shoot you as normal. I count it as a...
Overwatch?
As an Overwatch.
Okay.
Well, that was very anticlimactic.
So that's it?
That was it.
And can you shoot me?
I can still shoot you, yes.
Okay.
So it's very simply just going to be
That's bad. What's the other? It's like the Dark Angel reaction as well. It's something like that. Like you roll off and you get fearless, and if you don't, you get stubborn or something.
Yep.
And it's so anticlimactic
It's
compared
very
to
anticlimactic.
like mine's brilliant. Mine's like I charge you and that's it.
Yeah.
That's
I get the charge. That's it. You lose your shooting. It's when it works wonders.
Yeah.
When it doesn't work, it's like
I've rolled pretty hot.
There's no way of beating an 11.
So these are pistols.
Pistols. I'm weapon skill 5, so I'm hitting you on 2s.
Okay.
All right, so it's 2 1s.
Mm-hmm.
And now
force
hitting you on 4s. Wouldn't it be funny if I killed the Terminator?
That would be cool.
So
2
just
wounds.
2.
So I need 2 1s here to kill the Terminator.
Wait,
They do wound him, so they do bleed.
They do bleed.
Okay, so I'll put a wound marker really quickly on one of the combi bolter ones, which are cheaper, and then I'm going to charge in, which I get double 1. So I think that's a fail. I get +2 for Sigismund.
Oh, because Sigismund.
I just remembered.
I see glory, and it's ripped from me.
I saw death, and then I was risen again. Okay, so let's move those.
That's ironic. It's Death's champion.
That was crazy. I suddenly remembered that I had a special rule. Okay, so my 2 contemptors are going to go.
Yeah, you don't fail. You
Bash Brother Road, tag team. Here we go. First one.
Yeah, he's in.
10. Second one is in.
He's in.
And let's go straight into the fight. Here we go, into combat. Sigismund's Warlord trade, saving me the day for now. We're going to strike everybody strikes at the same time.
Yep.
So I'm going to do all my attacks for my 2 contemptors. I'll let you strike first.
You're
the guest.
You want to watch me fail first,
yes.
so it makes you happy.
3 attacks only. I think you did 1 more attack before.
Accidentally into the Rhino.
Might have.
I think so.
So hitting on 4s.
I'm going to go into the wounded one.
Into the wounded, yeah. Don't be silly.
Yeah. So, one hit.
One hit.
Not enough to kill you,
Strength 9, so 2's to wound.
2's to wound. That's
brutal 3. There we go.
It's not enough to kill you, unfortunately.
So 5 ups. Okay, so I'm down to 2
wounds.
And then I've got all these attacks going in hot into you, hitting on 4s. Okay, and average, and wounding on 2s.
So that's 9 saves.
Well, 9 saves, yeah. 9 5 ups, and you are wounded, aren't you?
Yes, I have 5 wounds.
Okay, so you need to roll hot. And that is
that is 2 wounds.
Wow. Look at that.
Finally!
Glorious.
Something
glorious.
It was in my perfect plan.
Wow.
See, as an Emperor's Children, it was my perfect plan.
Okay, on to the other side. Contemptor's still alive. Can't believe it. So here we go. Sigismund you have to issue a challenge because you are a champion as well.
Yep, and
obviously I have to do it as well. We're both initiative 5.
Yes.
So we both strike at the same time. I'll let you do your attacks first. Hitting on 5s.
Hitting on 5s. So 1 hit.
1 hit, and
I'm plus 1
plus 2. Isn't a Paragon Blade plus 2?
Plus 1.
Plus 1. Okay, so 3's to wound.
3's to wound.
You were looking for a 6 to tell you the truth.
I know. Because you're Eternal Warrior.
Yes, but it would be D3 wounds instead.
It would be, yes. Exactly.
Okay, so 1 wound.
1 wound.
I have a 4 up.
Yeah.
Which is a thing.
He bleeds.
He bleeds. Okay, and I strike back.
Hitting on 3s.
Hit on 3s. I do have Mastercrafted on 1, which I hit, and then I'm wounding. No, you have to pay for that.
Yeah.
Unless he has Mastercrafted. Do you want to quickly check?
I'll quickly check that, yeah.
Check if he's got Mastercrafted, because he might have it. My blade, which is the black sword, obviously, has a plus 2.
No, it's special.
Plus 2, so I'm wounding on 2s.
2s.
Okay, so 4 wounds. Do you have an invulnerable save?
Yes, I have a 5 up for being a console.
Okay, so here we go.
And he's dead.
He is dead, and even if you passed those, I would make you reroll. So he's dead, but let me see, because 3, he's dead with 1, and 2 would pass on to the combat resolution.
Yep.
Because that still happens. So that's 3 wounds in total dealt.
Well, so it's 3 because you did all 3 wounds to him. You killed all his 3 wounds, and then 2 go straight through.
Sorry?
Wouldn't it be that?
No, I just dealt. How many wounds did I deal?
Because you instant killed him, so that took 3 wounds away from him, because he was fully wounded.
No, because yes, just 3. Oh, okay, 3 plus.
And then plus 2 more that go on to the combat resolution.
Did you pass with 1? Did you pass with 1? Because you would have to re-roll that anyway.
That's true. Yes. So let me re-roll that.
That's
no, so he dies again.
So it's 6 wounds in total, right?
So far.
1 for killing him, which is 3 wounds, and then 3 that spill over.
Yeah, I think that's how it's done.
I think it's done
I don't think it's you kill him again for 3 wounds again.
No. It's just 1 for every one that goes down. Okay, so that is the end of that. Let's get some more dice, and your blade specialists will be fighting my Terminators.
Sigismund wielded his blade as if it were a part of his own body. The carving arcs and precision strikes made quick work of the Emperor's Children champion that dared to confront him.
Okay, back into this combat, obviously, as you can see. There's someone missing there. Who can it be? Okay,
It's a champion, it's
there's a
fine.
lot of attacks. You want to explain
Yeah.
why these attacks? You get 2 base?
So we get 2 base for everyone. Sergeant gets 3, obviously.
Yeah.
Then they all get 1 for having a combat weapon and a pistol.
Lovely.
Or 2 combat weapons.
Yeah.
And then they've all got counter attack 1.
Okay.
So they all get an extra attack.
Grants
after
as
that.
if you've charged.
Yeah.
Okay, so strength, weapon skill is higher than me.
Yep. So I'm hitting you on 3s.
Hitting on
However,
3s.
my strength is of the user, so I'm winning you on 4s.
Okay.
But I'm looking for 6s because that's rending and murderous strike.
And Murder Strike, which is instant kill the Terminators,
Yes.
which would be very, very good.
Be very tasty.
Okay, tasty as you can get. Hitting
So-
on 3s.
3s.
Okay, remove those 1s and 2s really quickly. Oh, there is a couple.
There is a
Couple more there.
there.
No rerolls is what I really like. There's a 1 there.
Yep.
Really like it's not in 40k. I was playing Tau the other day,
Oof.
and they just reroll everything. It's crazy.
So looking for 6s.
6s. What are you looking for?
Well, looking for 4s, but 6s are important.
2 6s. Okay.
2 6s. And looking for 4s. So
Because it's a shame it's strength 4.
yeah, strength for the
Oh.
user.
That's not very nice.
No, at all.
Okay, so I'm going to do these first.
Yep. So those are 2 ups.
Am I wounded there?
Yeah, you are
From?
the bolt pistol.
From the ball. So I'm going to do these first. So 4.
And
I'm gonna
Sigmund's
do-
wounded as well.
2 ups here. 2 up.
Yeah, he
So
dies.
he's dead. And then I'm going to do it onto.
There's 2
I'll
more
put-
2 ups.
I'm going to do it into a normal Terminator with a bolter as well.
He
So he
survives.
survives. And then I've got 2 instant death, which I'm going to do on the Storm Shields, which are a 3 up invulnerable save. Because they are AP2, right?
Yes.
Okay, so here we go. 3 up.
No, they're not
Oh.
AP2, sorry, they're rending.
Yeah, but which
It
becomes,
becomes
AP2.
AP2, sorry,
So
yeah.
that's 1 dead.
So he dies.
And then 3 up again on another shield. and
He's
that's
fine.
So he's dead.
So I've done 4 wounds.
He's dead, and a shield guy is dead.
Yep.
And then I'm going to strike back. So it's 2 attacks each. 2, 4, 6. 1 is the sergeant. So
Yes.
it's 3 attacks, and then I have charged 1, 2, and 3.
Uh,
And
you-
I'm hitting on.
Oh, you sure you are unwieldy, yeah?
Yes, I am
No,
windy.
no.
So I'm hitting. Oh, you do have your apothecary to attack. Do you want to
Oh,
do that
yeah.
quickly?
So
he's got a chainsword as well.
Chainsword. Is it 1
So
or
he's-
2 attacks?
He's got 2 attacks.
2 attacks,
1 for
yeah.
chainsword.
1 for a chainsaw, yeah.
No,
So-
no, 1 more for chainsword.
Ooh.
There we go.
So I'm going to be hitting you on 4s because he
Hitting
doesn't
on
get
fours,
+1.
yeah. And then
And
wounding on
on
4s
fours
with
with shred.
shred.
Hey, ooh.
That's 1 more. So I'm going to do it on a 2 up. That's fine.
Yeah, he's fine.
So here we go. Hitting on 5s here,
Yes.
which I get
Ooh.
2 of. And then 2s to wound,
2 dead. Ooh, they
2
dead.
to splats because they're instant killing.
And I don't even get apothecary saves.
No, because they are strength 10.
So that's 1 wound and another 2 wounds.
Yes. So what's that? A total of a lot.
A
So
total of a
you've
lot,
lost.
yeah.
You've lost.
So you've done 1, 2, 3 plus that. So that's 9. It's 9. I've done 4.
Okay.
So that gives me a minus of 5, and I'm leadership. Oof, I want to say. Let me just quickly check.
Yeah,
I'm leadership 9.
Yeah, let's count this quickly. Well, let's do this properly. Okay, so we are back. It's good that we stopped because I saw that there was something clanky going
Something
on.
clanky, yes.
I did how many ones?
You did 6 from the challenge.
Yes.
And then you did an additional 3 because one of my Palatine men was already wounded.
Yeah.
So that was 9 in total.
Mhm.
I then did 3, not 4,
Yes,
because one of them was already
From a bolt pistol.
wounded.
Okay.
Um,
So your leadership is?
My leadership, so 6 minus 9, so I need a 3 or less.
So your leadership is 9. Your
Yeah, my leadership is 9.
Okay. So 2d6. Hoping for a low roll here.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
So sweeping advance here.
You get +2 to this.
I know.
And I've caught.
And that is a 2. That was obviously 1 plus our initiative.
Yeah.
Right. +2 for.
+2.
Yeah. So bye bye, little guys, and that finishes off the turn. As you cry, is that tears coming down?
No, it's fine. I can shoot you. I can shoot you now. It's
you
fine.
can shoot me. You can
It's
shoot me.
fine.
That is true. Okay, so that is the end of turn 2 for the fists. Let's go on to the Emperor's Children, turn 2. Movement over for the Emperor's Children. A lot happening. Obviously, he has been sneaky and tactically, and with a bit of help reminding him about my super doctrine. Not super doctrine, my super reaction, my advanced reaction. he hasn't moved this unit, which is his principal unit, his unit that has to perform at this point in the game.
Yes.
And it's only turn 2,
Yes.
which has been hard to understand.
Yes.
But it is what it is. A lot of shooting, a lot of things happening. We're going to start off with the things coming out from outflank. He did roll off camera. He rolled higher than a 1, obviously. So they've come in and they move in and then move. I didn't know this. He's run with this unit. He's moved with this unit. This is why I actually played it quite defensive with this unit on return. You're not within range.
11.
You shouldn't be within range.
That's an 11.
Okay.
Oh, maybe
Okay.
can we see a cheeky charge?
So you need a 12 because you need a
12,
+1, right?
+1.
Yeah. Yeah.
+1 because I'm moving 6.
You have to be. This is not 40k. This is
No,
Horus
yeah,
Heresy.
yeah.
You have to be.
True, you have to be exactly on.
So it's a 12. His Contemptor has moved up towards my illustrious units. Basically, he wants to charge them, hopefully. This unit has moved up slightly behind the wrecked ruin, and then nothing's moved here because he doesn't want to move again the heavy. He doesn't want to move his normal units of troops, which are scoring. And this guy is finally back in the table and now has shuffled up, just narrowly missing out on this ruin, so no needing to take a dangerous terrain, and now has a couple of targets that he wants to actually take out. That is your movement.
That is indeed
No reactions on my side. I'll probably actually move my unit 6 inches away from you, or what is it, my movement, right?
Your
Or my initiative, which is 4. So just move that unit back just in case you have a bad charge. And once he does that, we're going to get some dice ready, and he's going to go straight onto his shooting phase. Starting off the shooting phase with a cacophony unit firing into my illustrious units.
Only
so
two
we've
of
got two of them, 6 shots. They need to roll separately because see if they get shots.
So that's 3
All
hits.
hits, and then the next 3
One
are
miss.
one miss.
That's a lot of
Yes.
6s.
Okay.
Now winning you on 2s.
Which
That's
is 4
one
wound. So what's that? 2,
That's 5.
4, 5. Okay. So 2 ups here
2 ups.
on my sergeant, which is a pass, pass, pass.
Yes.
That's him dead.
Thank God.
Finally. And then a 3 up.
Yep.
Which is a pass. So
And then
he's dead.
another 2 up for deflagrate.
Yes,
So
which
one
is a
more
wound.
save.
And
Yes.
that's 2 dead. So that's down to 8 now. So I'll take the sergeant and 1 off in a little while. What else are we shooting? Are we going to do the Sunseekers? Or are we going to do...
Sunseekers. You're like DC now.
What is
picking
it?
up random
Sun
killers.
Killers. There, nearly got it.
I swear you call
So
them like sun ice cream men.
What are Sun Killers? What are Sunseekers? I wonder what they were.
Sunseekers.
Sun Killers. Are they firing into something?
I think I'm
specific?
going to have a think about them.
Okay.
But I
do you know
definitely-
if there's anything that you want to shoot
For sure, yeah. I'm going to fire this 10-man squad that hasn't moved.
Okay.
So I get the +1 shot.
Pride of the Legion? Is it Pride of the Legion?
I think it's
Fury of the Legion.
Fury
There
of
we
the
go.
Legion. Into that squad there with Sigismund in it.
Okay.
So if you want, you can count up some dice.
Yep,
and
let's do it off camera. Let's do all the hits, all the wounds, and come back for the saving. We are back, and we've done all the bolter shots and some bolt pistol shots from the characters here into this unit. 2 up saves here. This is how you take down Terminators.
Yes. Way to
Do
fire.
I take some on...
Siggy.
No, 2 ups.
Are
2
you sure?
ups. No, sure.
Oh,
So that is 1 dead and 1 is down to 1 wound. So
good.
obviously I would have done it first of all onto the guy without the shield.
Yep.
And then I'm going to put a wound on here. He's going off. That is
That's very
some more
nice.
shooting done. Another Terminator is always good, especially with all the
Always.
points I've invested on those Solarite gauntlets. What else are you doing?
Right, so I think we're going to do the big boy over here.
Yep.
Everything that can see the back squad over here is going to shoot them, except
Okay.
for one last cannon, which is going to go into the
Lovely.
squad over here.
What is your range on this gun?
Right, range, I believe it's 36
Is it 36? Then if it's 36, you're probably in range.
from the gun.
If it's 24, probably not.
I
So it's
don't-
fine.
I don't believe it's 24. I'll double check,
Okay.
just in case.
Let's check
will
and
count
get
up
some
some
dice
dice.
rolling.
Coming
Here
up
we
next.
go. All of its guns. It's range 36, by the way.
Yep.
So these are hitting on 3s.
On freeze. And then we've got the heavy bolters and one last cannon. we'll do
Lovely.
Afterwards. So
Okay.
freeze. Okay, it's not bad. It's pretty good. Only
Let's
2
check
misses.
One more there.
Oh, there's 3 misses. And now 2s because it is strength 6.
Yep. Okay. No rending.
No rending,
Okay.
but
So how many shots is that?
let's see,
2,
it's 2, 4,
4,
6,
6,
8, 10,
8,
12, 13.
10, 12, 13. Okay. That's one pile. Then we've got the 2 last cannons and the heavy bolter, which are snap firing because you moved your full
distance.
14. Yeah.
Yep. So we got the heavy bolter first, which is going into that squad over
Yep.
there.
4 shots. It's 4
Oh,
shots.
it's 4 shots first. Twin linked, isn't it?
It's not twin linked.
No.
This one.
So just 1 hit.
Mm-hmm.
And freeze. One
That's
more
one
wound.
more, which goes into the
Goes
pot
into
with
the pile. Last cannon. Nope.
Nope.
And then the last cannon that can only hit Sigismund's squad.
Yep, because you can't see the units that you're firing in,
Nope.
which is something that people forget. That's fair. Okay, so these are all the saves.
Yes. So
And
it's 13, 14.
3 ups, yeah. Okay,
Oh,
so that is 1, 2,
really good.
3 more dead.
And that is
So-
pinning. That's a pinning test with -1 leadership.
Pinning test, lovely.
So you have leadership 6 because your sergeant's dead.
Okay,
That's a fail.
and that is a pinned unit, so they will only be snap firing. 3 more dead,
Yes, sir.
which you can take off before we actually forget.
Any in particular you like?
Closest to the dreadnought,
I
probably.
thought as much, yeah.
Okay, there we go. Perfect. So that is that done. We still have the Sun Killers
Sunkins, beautiful
and
Sunkins.
your Dreadnought still to do.
Yes.
So what's the Dreadnought going to go into? Probably into them, right?
You'd think so, but I'm thinking there's a nice clear path to try and punch out your dreadnought before you punch me.
Okay.
But then again, I'm not too sure.
Okay. Let's do these guys then. Where are these going to go? Are they going to go straight into the Spartan?
You know what? I'm going to be cheeky, and we're going to shoot into Sigismund's squad.
Okay. So I
Okay.
am going to their filler, so I can't actually evade. So let's go into Sigismund. Look, you can actually instant kill the Terminators.
Yes.
So-
If it's just Sigismund left, I'll feel a bit better about myself.
Hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. Okay, 1 failed. There's always 1.
Always 1.
Wounding on 2s.
Wounding on 2s.
That's all.
And
That's 5
5
saves.
saves.
We are 3 up for you though.
So I have to do 2 at a time. 3 ups. Both passed.
Oh,
3
God.
ups. Both
Whoa.
passed. 3 up.
Well, that was a
That's
waste.
pass. And this is why the shields are so good.
Oh, I hate
Okay.
it so much.
And lastly, let's do. Are you going to do anything with the Dreadnought, or you stop finishing your shooting phase? What do you want to
Well,
do?
they are pinned. I think I'll stop and I'll just do the charge.
And you're going to charge into my Dreadnoughts.
Your dreadnought, yes.
Okay. So we're going to go straight into charges.
Yep.
So he's going to charge into there. Nothing I can do.
Yep, so that's what, a 3 plus the 1, so I'm fine, just see how much I can get. Yeah,
That's
he's
perfect. So he goes straight in.
in.
Doink.
Closest.
And then these guys needed a 5.
A 5, yes.
Which
If-
I can't overwatch. I will try and brace.
You will try and brace. Remember, if you fail this, you will run.
Yes.
Whoa,
5, 6, 7, 8. That's fine.
you're fine.
So I braced, which is what's the brace? Brace is not.
You
It's, it's not
negate-
called brace. It's called.
It is brace,
It's
isn't
not brace. It's something else. We always say brace, but it's not that.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're in. That is
They're
a
in.
10. It was.
Yeah, it was 10.
So let's move in. Let's move in and go
And then
straight.
the Terminators.
Oh, and then do you want to do that?
Yeah,
you
we'll
need a
see.
12.
Come
Dun,
on.
dun, 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 dun,
Oh!
Oh, that is an
Oh,
11.
we're gonna double check, please.
So no, because I measured. I thought we were 12 inches away.
No,
So you basically
No.
need a 12. Okay, that is it. Nearly there. That was a good try. Let's go on to the fight phase, and that's coming up next. Okay, here we go. What we've all been waiting for, the big clash in the middle of the battlefield with the 2 big boys. Sigismund, can he actually kill another character? We shall see. It's a character that he does have a lot of attacks. He's got 6 attacks, and that's because I've removed his
+1 for charge.
+1 for charge. And you will be rerolling once to hit and to wound.
Because you are my preferred enemy of independent character.
Yes, so let's go. We're going to start off
Right.
with.
Well, we have to start with a challenge first.
Yeah,
'cause
so you're
Lucius
going with
is
Lucius first.
Yes.
Initiative 7?
7, yes,
Wow.
on the charge.
Crazy.
And since the initiative is higher than yours, I'll explain the attacks quickly.
Okay.
So he gets 4 attacks base,
Mhm.
+1 for having 2. Sorry, he gets 3 attacks base.
Yeah.
+1 for having 2 close combat weapons.
So 3 attack space.
Yeah. So +1 for having
2 attack space.
Yeah, 3 attacks base.
Okay.
+1 for having 2 close combat weapons.
Yeah.
+1 for having a higher initiative than you.
Yeah.
That's
I don't think that is there because I think you had.
sorry, 4 attacks base. Yeah.
4 attack. That's
Right,
what that,
I'm sorry,
that's
I
what
made that mistake. Yeah,
Yeah,
4 attacks
4
base.
attack space. Okay.
And then +1 for having a higher initiative than you.
Yep, perfect. So here we go. Hitting
Yes.
on 3s.
Hitting on 3.
Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling the 1 and
Mastercrafted.
Mastercrafted.
Yep. Rerolling the 1s
Into
and
1.
Mastercrafted.
Mastercrafted.
Okay. Yep.
And now wounding you on.
What's your strength?
I believe it's +2. I'll
Ooh.
check quickly
Interesting.
to see. Oh no, it's rending 3+.
Rending
3+.
Rending 3 up.
Yep.
Okay. So, but
Rerolling
what's your strength?
Doesn't matter. Rending is whatever's rending.
Yeah.
You need that to wound.
Okay.
In regardless of your toughness.
Cool.
So rending 3+.
Okay.
That is 4 rending
And Merger Strike.
and a murderous strike. No, it's not a 1, so I don't get to reroll for independent character.
Okay. So let's do that first. So we've got 3 rending,
Yeah, 3
which
rending.
are 4 ups.
Indeed.
So he passed 2.
Passed
So
2.
he's down to 2 wounds
Down
left.
to 2 wounds.
And then I do have a Merger
Strike.
Strike, which is a 4 up.
Yes, sir.
Which
No.
I failed. Okay, so I have
Ooh.
2 wounds left. You do have to try and kill him. You need you
A
can't roll
three
a
or
1.
more.
You can't roll a 1 or 2. Okay,
Please.
you're gonna roll a 1 or 2. You know you are.
Yes!
is a 6. The
Yes!
symbol is there.
My egotistical person. Yes!
He has actually slain Sigismund. Wow, what a blow. So, as you just saw, we had an amazing challenge of Lucius himself and Sigismund. What we all wanted to see, and we actually got. Now, some of you might already have spotted it, but there was a little rules mistake, which we actually, sadly enough, only noticed at the end of the game. So Eternal Warrior actually does any instant death wounds down to 1. Basically, I got a bit confused. Myself and Kayron got a bit confused with the D3 wounds that the instant death weapon would do to a Contemptor. With so many Contemptors around, it's easily mistaken. But Eternal Warrior it just goes down to 1 wound. So that means that Sigismund would have survived on 1 wound and actually fought back. So with that said, this is a little reenactment of what would have actually happened if I survived on that last wound. In the blazing fires of the battlefield, we will be reenacting what would have actually happened if we would have got that little Eternal Warrior rule correct. So obviously, as you've seen in battle already, Lucius has already struck. He would have left me on 1 wound remaining. So it all comes down to me attacking.
Don't steal
back.
this from me. Don't steal the only
attacking
glory
back.
I had. You're
So
on 1 wound.
the good thing is that I hit on 5s.
Yes,
because your weapon skill is 8, which is bonkers. So hitting on 5s, and I am master crafted here, so I can reroll 1s. 1 of them, sorry. So that's 2 wounds. Strength is +2, so I'm wounding on 2s. That is just 1, but that is exactly all I need.
This is a 4-up, and if I do pass it, it's a 4-up again.
You reroll, yes.
Please.
So 4 up is a pass.
Come on.
4 up again.
No!
It's a fail. That means that Sigismund would have won that combat. But look, it's epic. We really enjoyed Lucius taking him down, and he did really well. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he did much better than I thought he was going to do.
Onto the battle we go.
Yeah.
See what happens. So, as you saw, Sigismund did actually win that challenge in that reenactment himself. He is a boss. He is a beast. When it comes down to challenges, he is probably the best character there is, apart from Primax, I would guess. But there, we reenacted it. I'm sorry about that. Hope you enjoy the remainder of the game. And it is a cracking game just to the very, very end. So with that said, let's get back to the game. Remember to like, subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you at the very, very end. Still celebrating.
You know what this stance is?
A true traitor.
You know what stance this is?
That's a traitor stance.
Yeah, this is me holding Sigismund's head as I proclaim myself the best swordsman in the galaxy.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do all the other attacks into my, obviously my Terminator. So here we go. What are we doing?
So we're going to do the Primaris Medicare. Yeah. So
okay.
Sorry, it's Bile. It's Bile at heart.
Yeah.
It's Bile at heart. So he's got a power mace. So we're going to be hitting you on freeze because my weapon skill is higher than yours.
Lovely.
And now we're going to be winning you on freeze.
This is the Medicaid, right?
Yeah, the Medicaid.
So that's 1 wound into the pool.
Yep.
Which is AP?
It's AP free, so it's a 2-up for you.
Okay, so we'll put it into pool, and then you're going to do all the other attacks.
All the other attacks, which are all these ones.
2 attacks each, was it?
Yeah, 2 attacks each because you did brace.
And 3 from the sergeant.
And 3 from the sergeant.
Okay, hitting on
freeze again.
Yep.
My weapon skill is higher than yours.
Okay.
Very nice.
And strength, I think, is...
Strength +2.
Okay, so
I'm winning you on 2s.
Choose 2 wounds.
But
6 is a Murder Strike.
And breaching.
And breaching, which is 6 ups, which I don't understand why it's not rending and instead breaching, but...
It's only 1.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, only 1 breaching.
Only 1 breaching.
And how many normal saves?
5 normal saves.
Which are AP3?
AP3.
Okay.
So the squad might survive here.
Are AP3. Because your Primaris Medicaid is a power sword, right?
Is a power maul.
Power maul, okay, which is AP3.
AP3.
Okay, so these are 2 ups.
So it kills him.
So kills 1, and then we have a Murderous Strike,
breaching.
which is 3 up.
He's
okay,
fine.
so he survives, which is the Sergeant, which is that guy. And let's take this off. Okay, and I will strike back. I will go into the units, nothing else I can do. So it's...
I just want to take a moment to mention.
Yes.
I could do my special rule they've got, which is skill unmatched.
Which is?
Which is I can sacrifice an attack to counter having 1 weapon skill higher for you hitting me.
Okay.
I can sacrifice an attack to have 1 weapon skill higher for the purposes of me hitting you.
Okay.
Or I can sacrifice 1 weapon skill to have 1 attack extra.
Okay.
Just to let everyone know that something they can do in this situation. I don't think it was worth it. 'Cause I think I had plentiful of attacks.
Yes, that wasn't worth it, but something to keep an eye out for you new Emperor's Children players. So 3 attacks.
Yes, sir.
Hitting
On
on
fives.
5s.
No
Nothing,
hits.
and that finishes off the turn. No, we got this grudge match here in the
The
middle.
grudge match.
Wow. Okay, so
I'm
both
going
strike
first.
because you high initiative
I'm higher
with
initiative.
the charging one.
The charging one.
So hitting 4 attacks.
Yep. I'm going to go into your wounded one because I need to
Perfect.
finish him off.
Hitting on 4s.
So 2 hits.
Okay.
Winning on 2s. 2 wounds.
That is
That's
6.
6 saves.
6 saves. 5 ups.
Don't do a me, please.
5 ups.
He dies.
You've gone into the wounded one.
The
or the
wounded
first
one,
one.
yeah.
Oh, okay, so he's dead. Does he explode?
Does he explode?
No, he doesn't.
So he does. He automatically explodes. 5 inches.
Oh yes, that's that. It doesn't.
So 5 inches,
So
I
5
think,
inches.
is everyone and maybe one of your guys. Yeah, and the one lone guy over here.
Okay,
So
so
don't
let's
worry
do the long guy. Choose 2 wounds. You want to move
Yep.
on that?
2's to wound. He wounds.
Okay, so 3 up.
died.
He's dead from the blast, and then we
That's what you get for
we
being alone.
all get wounded. So
Yeah,
I'm
we
going to do your 2 dreadnoughts, which both get wounded.
Wounded. I'll do your 1 dreadnought, which gets
Gets
wounded.
wounded. So I have a 2 up, which I pass, and you have 2 ups.
2 ups. I should have done it separately.
That doesn't
so,
matter
yeah.
because it's 1 roll each. Perfect. So now we all strike next.
Now these 2 strike at the same time.
Yes. So he's off. Bye bye, little boy.
Goodbye.
And then we've got 2 more dreadnoughts. So do you want to do your 3 attacks?
Yeah, I'll do my 3 attacks. Why not? So hitting you on 4s.
And you only charge that one, so I don't
Yeah.
get my extra attack.
Nope.
Yeah, because I haven't been charged.
2 hits.
And
1 wound.
1
3
wound.
wounds.
3 wounds. And this one's fresh.
This one's
So
fresh.
5 ups, just
Oh,
1 wound.
Takes 1 wound.
And then I'm going to go into your wounded one.
Of course, yeah. You always want to finish off the wounded ones.
Yeah, hitting on 4s. Just
1
1.
wound.
Choose to wound, which is a wound, so 3 go through.
He saves
And
2
he
of them.
saved. Is he not dead?
No, he's not dead. He's taken 1 more wound.
But wasn't he left on 1 wound from all my shots before?
No, because I got like 6 5s and 6s, and I took 2 wounds.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, I took 3 wounds, I think. Yeah, I took 3 wounds.
Okay, so that is the end of the turn. Let's.
Combat. Oh no, you need to hit me there, don't you?
No,
Oh, no,
I've
you
already
failed,
done
yeah.
that. Failed. So I've lost by
So
a
you-
lot there.
So
I've
you.
killed 2, and Sigismund lost 3.
Yeah, he was only on 1 wound. Remember?
So okay, so 4 in total.
4 in
I haven't
total.
done anything in reserve in back.
I have a special rule called Living Icons that gives
Okay.
me +1 to that.
Okay, so I need to roll less than a
4 less.
4 or
'cause
less. So failed.
failed.
So now
He runs. 2
it's a 2
plus my
plus my initiative, and
3.
that's it.
I
He's
catch
gone.
him down.
Doink. Perfect. That finishes off. We'll probably let Kayron consolidate here. And exciting times. Let's go on to
Exciting times
turn
ahead.
3. Move and finish for the Imperial Fists on this turn 3. Both of the Phalanx squads are now out to play. That means that everything is now on the board. So I've moved up with my Land Raider. I've disembarked with this unit. Spartan has moved slightly back. He did react with this Kayron and had actually rotated and then moved back. These guys have moved up because even though I do want to shoot, I do want to probably maybe get into combat with them as well. So maybe instead of shooting my bolters, I will probably maybe shoot my pistols and then charge you with my
Whoa.
bayonets. Maybe.
That's very daring of you.
Maybe. Let's see what happens. We've got my my Spartan and my Land Raider moving towards this unit to fire my las cannons. That would be instant killing. And then as you can see on this side, my Phalanx squad has moved out to get into the charge into that Contemptor. Hoping for the best. Let's see how that does. That is the end of my movement. Yeah, we're going to get some dice ready and go straight into the shooting. Okay, starting with the shooting phase. Let's see if I can finally take the Kayron out. 4 more shots going into it from this Land Raider into him, and then this heavy bolter is probably going to go into these guys just because I probably can with the front hammer. So I'm going to do the heavy bolters first, which were linked, and 1 that is 3 wounds into your normal troops.
These guys here. So
Yep.
Sergeant saves it.
Saves
Saves
it,
it.
and
Saves
saves it. Okay, and 4 large cannons going in,
To
hitting
my-
on 3s, and wounding on 5s.
Whoa, Sunder.
Sunder. That
One.
is 1 glancing hit, so nothing you can do there. So he's
Okay,
down
better.
to 1 left.
Okay, this is
Still
good.
alive.
This is good. I've managed
Still
to play with it.
Okay, next up we're going to do the Spartan. 4 las cannons and heavy bolters into there.
Okay, do I evade? I'll evade.
You'll evade. Okay,
Because I
so
do get my free reaction.
heavy bolters, hitting on 2s. And wounding on 3s. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. So 2 up
ups.
on the Terminators.
Okay.
2 up.
Perfect. And then we've got the 4 las cannons, which are twin linked. And wounding on 2s. So that is 4 wounds.
4 wounds. Now I have a 5 up involved.
And then you've got your bait. Yeah.
Still
So 5 ups.
5 ups.
These are into the Terminators, I guess.
Yeah.
So
of
3
course.
go through.
3 go through.
And then 5 ups again.
5 ups again. 3 die.
3 die. Which you do have your feel no pain anyway, so you
It's
didn't have
instant
to.
death.
You didn't have. It's true. You have to evade because it's a. You don't want the
No, yeah.
instant death taking you. So
Sure.
that is 3. That is actually very tasty.
That's dangerous.
We've got the other Land Raider going into them. 4 shots now, and the heavy bolter as well. Heavy bolter.
Yep.
All hits. And that is 3 wounds.
Yep. So we'll do it onto the Primaris Medica.
Okay.
So 2 up. No, he takes it.
Takes a
He
wound.
takes a wound. Oh, he's only got 1 left. So
Okay.
I'll put it onto the Terminators. He's fine, and he's
Perfect. Okay.
So
and now we've got
5 up feel no pain for himself.
yes.
He saved it.
Nice. And now I've got the last cannons. You will have a cover save from
Couple
the
save
ruins.
from this.
So,
Thank
just
God.
when I needed them the most.
Oh.
Oh, no. I hate when this starts happening. Okay, and next up, we're going to do the 3 shots from each of the illustrious assault cannons going into your dreadnoughts. And these are snap firing. So 3,
Indeed.
3, and 3. Here we go. Do you want to react and shoot back?
Oh, do I want to react and shoot back?
Da-da-da.
Yeah, we'll try to kill that unit off.
Okay.
Because you have nothing
So
else.
hitting on
Yeah.
6s, that is 2. And strength 6, so 5s. That's 2 rendings.
2 rending. Wow.
Nice. Lucky there. 2
5
5 ups.
ups. Saves 1.
Saves 1. So
Takes a
down
wound.
to 5 wounds remaining.
Down to 5.
And you do shoot back.
Indeed, I do. So
Okay.
let me just mark this boy right here.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So 6 shots. Hitting on 2s.
Okay.
That's
All hits. And 2s to wound.
2s to wound. We're looking for 6s.
Yes, you are.
So
I don't have Artificer anymore, so
that's just 6 wounds on
6
your 3 up
wounds.
saves. And then I'll do the bolters
Three,
because it's all the same.
Yeah.
Within rapid fire range. So 2 hits.
Mhm.
Looking for 4s. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. So these are, I can add them to it, really.
Yeah, 'cause it's just 3 ups.
3 ups. So that is 1, 2, 3 more dead. So,
So
1
one-
just alive. That means I do need to do a leadership test there. I know I don't do any leadership tests from reactions.
From reactions, yes,
so
you are
that's
correct.
fine. So 1 left there. What else have I got? I've got all these shots to do.
Yes.
I actually have to deliberate a bit here. I don't actually know. I think I have to charge you.
You
I
think
think I have to charge you because if you charge me, you're
it's
going
gonna hurt
to
more?
get an extra initiative.
Yes,
So
it will hurt if I charge you first.
I'm actually going to do all the pistol shots which are in range, and then probably charge you and strike at the same
I think
time
that's
as
like
you.
19 pistol shots
Yeah.
and 1 plasma.
Let's do that. Okay, we are back. 8 saves with the bolt pistols, and we have a breaching plasma. So breaching plasma first, whichever one you want, really.
Yeah,
one do you
we'll
want?
take the plasma.
Plasma first.
Yeah, we'll
Okay,
take the
so
plasma
4
first.
up.
So we're gonna do it onto the. Yeah, we'll do it onto the chain fist guy because it's probably,
Chain fist.
Yeah.
Okay,
So 4
pointless
up.
at the moment.
Yes, he's
that's a
fine.
pass, and then these are 2 ups.
2 ups. On the
Doesn't-
chain fist until we get to the.
Yeah, you can do them all. So one chain fist is dead. Okay, not bad at all. That is all my shooting. Quickly going to go into charges. We're going to charge with my big squad of phalanx on there into your contemptor. Do you want to Overwatch,
Ooh, that's interesting. Do I want to Overwatch?
or do you want to,
Brace?
brace on that side with
What's-
all my attacks, which are probably a lot of attacks?
I think so. I think I'll brace over
Okay,
there.
do you want to do a leadership test and
Um,
fail?
That's a good point, actually. I forgot about that.
If you fail, you're going towards me anyway. So
Yes, but if you catch me, if I fail the leadership after
yes,
that.
yeah. What do you want to do?
That's an interesting one, that. Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay.
So
5, 6, 7, 8. That's fine. Okay, so
Just
charge
about.
into there. Oh, that is a fail. That is
That's a
definitely a
fail.
fail. Wow, another double 1 in this
Ouch.
game. Ouch. And then these guys,
Yep.
which I was going to do that charge first. I should have done that first. That's a 6.
6, yeah.
So they're in.
They're in for sure.
Let's move them in and go straight into combat. We are back, and after a painful double 1 on that charge, we move on to the center here.
Yep.
2 contemptors, 1 contemptor, and a phalanx unit. Let's see how this goes. Obviously, the contemptors are all initiative 4, so they will be striking at the same time. Who you're going to start? Doesn't really matter with the
Doesn't really
contemptors.
matter. I
Are you
think-
going to go into the phalanx? Ah,
Yeah.
you only can go into the
I can only
phalanx
go
with that
into the
unit. Okay,
So I'm hitting on freeze.
lovely.
Well, that sucked.
And then
Well,
killing
what are you
on
on
2s.
twos? Yeah, 1 dice.
Okay,
Well, no,
so
you have a
4 ups.
4 up.
And I'm re-rolling. They are instinct killing, right?
Yes.
But I re-roll these, so 4 ups.
Oh,
But I re-roll these.
So
No,
one
and I
dice.
don't have any feel no pain because it's
my-
instant death.
What's
So-
he doing here?
Oh, you've moved him
I
forward.
accidentally moved it. From the back, I assume.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Take that. So now do your next one.
So we both hit at the same time.
Both hit at the same time. I'll allow you to strike first.
How kind.
Hitting on 4s.
Well, that was
is
nice.
nothing. Okay, I strike back at you. So I hit twice.
Nice. Yep.
I wound on 2-ups. I knew that was coming. So 3, and you're down to your last 2 wounds.
Come on. Come
Can
on.
you roll another?
Oh!
Just about. So it explodes.
Just about. It explodes.
D6.
5
It
inches.
is 5 inches. Okay.
Yeah, so I believe that might be yeah, that's everyone.
Probably everyone.
That's just about everyone.
Okay, so 10, except the apothecary, probably,
Except
right?
I think maybe the apothecaries actually.
Do
Yeah,
you want to double check?
yeah, 5 inches.
That's not the one, it's this one.
Oh, that one. Sorry, it's
Yeah.
true. That one exploded. Yeah, just the apothecary just about gets in.
It gets in as well, so it's
Yeah,
everybody.
everybody.
So it's 11 wounds. Do you want to do 11 wounds on me?
Indeed.
Indeed,
So,
I do.
Indeed. I get to kill you, honestly.
Yeah.
So 5, 10, 11, and then 1 for the contemptor we'll do, which is 3 up.
Okay.
Yep, he gets wounded, and then 2s, and that is 9.
All that, 9. So 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know if 4-ups re-rolling is better, or if it's 3-ups. I still have my sergeant in there, so I'll do 2-ups, I guess, onto him. So 2 up, 2 up.
Yep.
I'm actually going to do 4-ups re-rolling here with these.
Okay.
Because I don't want to risk it, because I've got a Thunderhammer, which is pretty tasty.
Which is
against
pretty
you.
very tasty,
So
yeah.
4-ups.
Oof,
And it's good I have the re-roll here,
yeah.
because I'm taking them on my invulnerable saves. So
And one
one
more.
is dead, right?
Yep, and then just 1 2-up save for your
Which,
contemptor.
wait, I do have a feel no pain here. from this
Strength
death.
8 explosion.
Oh, no feel no pain.
No feel no
And
pain.
then I've got 1 for my contemptor,
Yes, sir.
which I
He's
fail.
fine.
And now I wound your contemptor. I do. So
Yes.
you have to do your save.
2 up. He's
Fine.
fine.
Okay,
So
so
you'll be fine in a minute.
let's take 1 more out. And I will strike you now. Let me get all those tasty dice ready.
No, please.
And I do need 6s to wound, though.
It's 5 to hit, 6 to wound, but it's going straight onto my involve.
I know. Here we go. Phalanx Wardens now striking in, hitting on 5s, which is a tasty
Ooh,
roll
that's
there.
Tasty.
Tasty. Can't complain about that. Wow.
Now winning on 6s. Though.
6s, though. Yeah. So
Oh,
nothing there.
Nothing.
And then I've got my Thunderhammer.
Yep. So winning.
Yeah, so
hitting on
hitting on
5s.
5s.
That's one
just
hit.
1 hit. And wounding on 3s.
Threes.
That's a wound. Brutal 2.
Brutal 2.
AP 2. So 5 ups.
He takes 2 wounds.
2 wounds. And then I've got my Apothecary. Hitting on 5s.
So is the apothecary.
And no wounds.
No wounds.
Okay, so I've 1 combat
Win
by...
equalize. No.
Doesn't matter because
I'm
you're
fearless.
fearless anyway.
I'm
So
fearless, doesn't matter.
doesn't matter. So that finishes off the turn there. Pretty interesting.
That's a very interesting turn of
Ah,
events.
I don't know what to think. Like my shooting hasn't been amazing. That has really messed it
Detrimented
about.
it, yeah.
But look, I've killed 3 of these Terminators, which worked
That was-
pretty tasty. So.
That was it, yeah.
Turn 3 for Emperor's Children. Movement over for the Emperor's Children on this turn 3. We've got some shuffling and rotating from the Punisher. Lucius and his retinue has moved up now the field towards the phalanx that moved out last time. Everything else here in the back has stayed put. They are in a good place and they do
Except
get
for
line of
these
sight.
boys right
Except
here.
for that, what have they done?
They've moved up just to see if I can finally kill off this unit because
Okay.
obviously there is the last man standing.
Yes.
For the
So
secondary.
you don't want to leave him alive.
No.
And then nothing's happened there. And then onto this side, I have used my special reaction, which is called...
The perfect defense.
Yes, exactly. So he moved up. Normally, the problem is, like, I would have actually told him, like, don't move up.
You see, I did it on purpose.
Don't
You get
move
to
up so
use
I could actually do it. But it's actually come into play a couple of times, and I've
yeah.
actually reminded him. So I couldn't carry on reminding him
It's
because
fine.
that
All
reaction basically, if I keep on reminding him, I won't never do
get
it.
to
So
use
what I failed before has now passed. So it's like I've charged him. We're in combat. I get the +1 to charge. He doesn't get the +1 initiative, which is great. Okay. That is all the movements. I think we're going to go into shooting. Are you ready?
I'm ready. All fair in love and war.
Yes. Starting off the shooting phase, we've got this tactical squad trying to finish off the last of the heavy support squad. Let's see, how many shots is it? Lot is it?
It's 10.
We've got because they moved, right?
Yeah, it's
So
because
you
they
don't
moved.
get
I don't
Fury
get
of
the
the Legion.
Fury of the Legion. No.
Okay, let's go. Let's do this.
So
hitting on 3s.
threes. Oh,
A lot of 1s and 2s.
that is not good. Oh.
Okay.
And
Move
now
that, and then
winning on
4s, 2s.
4s.
That is 3 wounds. Okay, 3 ups. And that is
He
him
dies.
slain finally. That's a good point removed for at least that Meshan secondary. What else have we got? Sunseekers. Sun Killers.
Sunseekers.
Killers. I said it
Sun
there. I caught it on
Killers.
time.
Of course.
Where are they going? They're going into the Contemptor, right?
I think I might put them into the Contemptor.
Okay,
and
I will return fire.
Expected. So we're just going to do all 6 of them because obviously I can see you over the crates,
Yep.
but you will get a... Well, you've got a 5 up.
I've got a 5 up. I don't really look for cover.
No, you can't even get it anyway because of my precision shots.
That is very true.
And now 2s. That is 5 saves.
5 saves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I fresh with that one?
You have 5 wounds left.
5 wounds left, so I need to pass a 5. I do pass a 5. So he survives on 1 wound,
Survives
and
on one
I do
wound.
shoot back.
You will indeed.
Hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. That is 3 wounds.
I'll take it on the Sergeant.
Yes, he's still alive because
So-
he's taken all the beating from the front. That's a 6. That is a 3, and
That's
that is
a 2.
He
So,
does
so abusable.
survive. Okay, then up we've got him and this unit of
And the Screaming
and the
Boys.
Screaming. Okay, so what are we gonna? What's the targets?
I think the Screaming Boy is very simple. We're going to throw him into the Dreadnought Triplink off.
Okay, and you can both see.
Yep, we can
Okay,
both
let's
see.
do that on camera.
So it's very simple. So first one. Oh my
Oh,
god.
this is okay.
That's
So
all get hot.
that's all get hot. Yeah.
Okay, so that's interesting. So we'll leave that one to the side. And,
2 hits.
Wounding you on 5s.
5s.
2
2
wounds.
5s. That's all you
Don't
needed.
get a 1.
2 ups.
He's fine.
Perfect. Let's do the Feel No Pain.
Is
Let's
it
do
all
the
3 of them?
yes.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Done
So-
3 times.
3 up save.
No, and you've got 5 ups.
5 ups.
No, so 1 is dead.
I am playing a dangerous game here.
Yes, you are. And then we've got these guys firing into my phalanx,
Indeed.
and this tank firing into my phalanx.
Yep, everything's
So
just unloading.
what are we're going to do that off camera. Let's do this on camera.
So that's 18 shots.
Okay.
So we'll do the 2
That's
gas cannons first.
Yeah?
So not snap firing this time.
Mhm.
So hitting on 3s, both hit. Wounding on 2s, both wound.
Both wounds. Okay, so 4 ups. Re-rolling. So 1's dead.
10,
He's dead.
12, 14, 16, 18.
Lovely. Again, hitting on
Hitting
blocks.
on 3s.
Mhm.
Oh, that's not
Oh,
good.
that is a bad roll.
That is not good at all.
Okay, move all that, That's a miss
And
for
wounding
us.
on 2s.
2s.
So that is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8 saves
8 saves. Okay, I
Yep.
think I'm actually going to do it on the 2 ups this time.
on the Sergeant.
On the sergeants, yeah, I'm going to do it on the 2 ups. Okay, so how many is it?
8
8
saves.
saves. So 1,
He dies.
obviously, and then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to do 4 ups re-rolling.
4 ups rerolling.
4
2 more.
ups re-rolling. So 1 more.
And you owe me a pinning test.
Do they get pinning from
Yep,
them?
the big guns got pinning and shell shock.
Lovely. Okay,
They're fine.
so they're fine. Okay,
Right.
so
Just
we're
this
going
big
to do this
squad.
off camera, and then we're going to come back for the charges. Okay, we are back. 6 wounds dealt from the Tactical Marines into this squad. Now, as you can see, my sergeant's back because I forgot about my Feel No Pain. And guess what? I rolled a 5.
He made it.
He is back, meaning I can do 2 ups on these saves. So 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up.
Oh,
there he
yeah,
is. He is dead now. Proper dead. And then 3 ups.
1 more.
Actually, I would have done a 4 up with a reroll.
4 up
Sorry.
rerolling. He's
So that's
fine.
win. And then Feel No Pain on
Feel
the
No Pain for
sergeant
the
to see if he
sergeant.
survives again. No,
No.
now he is properly dead. And there we go.
And there he goes.
So sorry about that. That was a 2, but the chances of a 4 up re-rolling is better than a 3 up.
Yeah.
So
See if I charge you.
see if you charge me. Nothing I can do. I won't brace. I don't want to risk it. That is a double 6. They're in style. They're in style. They're in style. Let's go into the
Everyone's in style.
Everybody's in style. Let's get a lot of dice and come back for the fight phase. Actually, tell you what, we're going to do this off camera. All these attacks off camera.
All right.
Because it will slow, and then we'll come in for the epic duel here. And obviously, again,
I'm
back
a
to
bit sad. I'm not going to lie to you. Because
Oh.
there's no character for
Oh,
Lucius.
that's true. That's
There's
true.
no character for Lucius.
Okay, we are back, and after all the attacks from my side, all the attack from his side, he's actually done 3 attacks, normal AP3, and 2 are rending. So I'm going to do 2 of them are going to instantly die, and then 3 of them I'm going to do on my artificial armor. So it's a 2+, 2+, and 2+. Oh, he is dead. Okay, and then so that is a total of
3 wounds.
3 dead,
3 dead, yeah.
including the sergeant, and
Now I've got
21 attacks. AP nothing, obviously.
So my 2 ups.
So 2 ups. Okay.
This is what you do them individually, but
Statistically, should maybe 2 die.
more than that, I think. So
Okay.
it's 1 dead, there's 2 dead,
And a
there's
half.
3 and a half.
2.5 dead.
Oh,
Can't complain about that.
Should have issued a challenge.
You do have your Chain Fist next?
I do actually, yeah.
Okay.
So I've killed that. So you're currently winning by 2.
Okay.
So
You
my
got
Chain Fist.
2 attacks.
2 attacks. I did not charge.
Nope.
So what
And
that
that's
was
2
great.
misses. So I win by
2.
2. So a leadership test.
I do not care because I'm inexonerable.
Okay.
So I pass.
Passed. So we stay in combat. I need to take off my kill. So you kill yours. You killed 2 plus.
Well, actually, no. I would have killed off the Chain Fist because there's no point in keeping him.
Okay.
Because we're in combat for a while.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is true. So you wouldn't have killed 1. No. Okay. I know what you mean. So the problem is that you've rolled and failed.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have done that.
I
because now you know. So you've killed 3. You've killed my sergeant as well.
You killed 2.5.
And I've killed 2.5. So 1's on my wound. Perfect. Okay. Now we're gonna get into this combat. Get some dice and carry on attacking. Attacks ready. This is Lucius.
That's Lucius.
This is.
That's my Primus Medica.
Yep.
That's the sergeant, and then that's the other guy.
Sergeant and the normal guy.
I'm actually going to sacrifice 1 attack each on these guys for what do you call it? Skill unmatched.
Okay.
So if you attack into me, I count as 1 weapon skill higher than what I normally am. So you're hitting me on 5s.
Hitting your 5s. Perfect. Apart from that, I've just remembered that I did charge into this dreadnought. I shouldn't have re-rolled my saving throws on my...
It's fine, mistakes all wrong. I made mistakes over there.
Yeah, because I don't know, there wasn't a lot of attacks, but might have actually maybe killed one. But we basically don't know, so sorry about that. Here we go.
So
where are you going to start?
We'll
high
start
initiative. High initiative.
So Lucius. Start with Lucius, so he's hitting you on 2s actually. Yeah.
3s, you can't hit
3s,
on 2s,
yes.
not double.
Not double yet. So all hit.
Yep.
Nice. And now I'm winning you on 3s because I'm rending.
Okay.
And ooh, that's not good.
So just 3, right?
Just 3, yeah.
And 2 up. 4 ups re-rolling.
4 ups re-rolling.
4 ups re-rolling.
So 1 dies.
Feel no pain, or is it instant death? It's not instant death, right?
It's not instant death.
So 5 up. Whoop.
You're
That's
fine.
saved. Okay.
And now, sorry, didn't mean to take these out. Well, actually, we'll do this guy. Primus Medica. It's going to be on 4s. 2 hits. 1 wound at minus AP3.
AP3, so again 4 up.
Yes. And then these are the
normal guys.
The normal guys.
The normal Terminators.
So
hitting
2 hits
on
4s because you are weapon skill 5 now.
Yes, that's very true. Forgot about that.
And 1 save. 2 saves actually because they're +2 strength.
Nice. So 4 ups.
4 ups.
Rerolling.
Jesus.
And that's it. Yeah,
that's
it's disgusting.
I've done nothing.
I'm saying it.
I've done nothing.
It is disgusting. So I attack back. Only 1 attack each though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left.
Oh, it's also
so
worth
2,
mentioning.
4,
I challenged
6.
the apothecary.
Yes.
You cowardly
denied. As you should have. As I should have. So weapon skill 5 to your majority is weapon skill 5, isn't it?
But oh, actually no, it would be 6, wouldn't it? Because he's weapon skill higher, and then these 2 class as 1 weapon skill higher for the purposes of you hitting me.
Okay,
so they would be weapon skill 6 and 5 and 7.
Okay, so I'm hitting on 5s.
Yes.
So 3 hits. And +1 strength. So
+1 strength. So you're winning me on 3s.
3s to wounds.
2
wounds. AP2.
AP2. So 5 ups.
5 ups.
1 save.
1 save.
And then 5 up.
Oh, failed. So I do a wound. That means that I win by 1.
I have, what do you call it?
Fearless?
No, living icons.
Which is?
I get +1 to my combat resolutions.
I have a banner.
Well,
so I get +2. So you do have to do a leadership test.
Oh,
that is a fail.
That is a fail.
Ooh, can I cut you down?
Wow.
Can I cut you down?
That is a, wow.
Okay, so roll. You roll first. 1 dice.
2.
That is a 2. I need a high roll here.
Yeah.
Like 5. Let's count. Let's see what happens. And we have to check properly. Let's check properly. Okay, we are back after a lot of reading and asking. It's actually unmodified. So he did have initiative 7 when he charges. I'd
like it to be known that he was the birdie in my ear whispering, "Charge that
What
unit,
else would you would have done? This is like so rare. So guess what? I've cut down Lucius, Primus Medicae, and 2 other Terminators.
Can I feel no pain?
Come on, let's do this. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Lucius and his trusted retinue strike at the Imperial Fists, their precise strikes poised to deal killing blows to the Loyalists. However, the formidable boarding shields allow the Imperial Fists to weather the rain of incoming attacks as they parry and deflect them. Returning each strike in kind, the traitors are cleaved cleanly in half. Lucius and what remains of his retinue fall back in an attempt to regroup. However, it is not enough, the phalanx wardens quickly dispatching of what remains with unbridling fury.
Moving on to the Contemptor side now, we have the Contemptor striking first, higher initiative, just because I am unwieldy.
Hitting on
So,
threes.
hitting on threes.
Holding on twos.
Obviously, you get the one.
Obviously.
This is a 4-up.
Three
That's a
four-ups.
pass. It's brutal 3, yes. So, all passed. Wow. Disgusting Rite of War. I have to say it again and again and again. So,
Jesus.
I strike back. How many have I got my... Let's do the brutal. Let's do the brutal.
Yeah, do the
two from
fan hammer because you probably...
So, hitting on that.
That's, yep.
Wounding
on
on
that.
So, that is 4 wounds. 5
And
ups.
he dies.
Then he dies, yeah.
Oh
So
wait, 5 ups, yeah, he dies. Just
Yes,
about.
he explodes.
So yeah,
D6.
D6.
Gets
6
everybody
inches.
and my dreadnought as well.
And you, I think you're... oh yeah, just about
Gets
on
him?
the side, yeah.
Okay, so
That's
let's see what you do on the
I'll see on the dreadnought.
dreadnought first.
It wounds.
Okay, 2 up. So that is a pass.
Yep.
And then I've
you've
got
got 2,
3,
4, 6, 8.
8
plus
with
the apothecary.
So 9, right?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, so 2 ups.
I just realised something.
What?
Lucius's unit is stubborn. So I still rolled an 11.
Yeah, you
I'm
rolled
still,
an
I'm still
11.
trying to. I'm trying to save it. Okay.
That was the problem. The 11 in.
I'm trying to save it.
Listen, I've rolled 2 double ones when I needed like a 3
I'm sorry. I'll take
So-
2 double 1-inch charges over my whole unit failing.
Yes, that is very true. So 6. I still have my sergeant in there. So again,
Yep.
I'm going to be this stupid man that rolls a lot of 2 ups, and that is him
Dead.
passed. So
Dead.
that's
Should
the
be
dreadnought dead. Finishing this off is crazy. I'm just shocked, but. Thumbs up to all my brothers out there. Moving on to turn 4, Kayron still in denial about what's actually happened. We are constantly rethinking about have we done this properly.
There has to be
Because
something wrong.
it
I can't.
seems surreal.
I can't believe it.
Wow, that was absolutely
He
incredible.
killed the most OP, in my opinion,
Wow.
personal duelist
I know.
in the bar of Primarch.
This is how silly this Rite of War is. So we've got these guys moving forward. He has reacted and moved back because he is a coward, as you can see. They've stayed put. All of my tanks have shuffled up to get line of sight. We've got the 2 Proteus tanks now heading into Mr. Skara and trying to remove the last hull point finally. We've got the units of Phalanx. First of all, I consolidated, which I forgot, and then I've moved up into the last 2 of these sonic gun-wielding Emperor's children. And then, obviously, we're still stuck in combat in the back, so let's see how that goes. It's going to be a quick turn for me. I'm going to go straight on to shooting. We're going to start with this Phobos first, going into Proteus, going into Mr. Skara and going first. Do you want to react?
No.
Okay.
I'll stay as we are.
So that is 2 hits.
2 hits.
That's
One
a pen,
wound.
which basically I reroll this. So it's a glance and a pen. Nothing you can do.
Kaboom boom.
See if it kabooms. No,
No.
it doesn't. So it is a wreck. So we move that, we move up, we'll put some flames going there. Now, this is why I shouldn't have done that. So that one of the sponsons is going to go into this squad here. Do you want to react?
Killers.
Do you want to react?
Side armor.
Yes.
Oof. I can either react into that or I can react into
Wait, I'm not going to do him first.
No?
Sakarian going into them first.
You mean,
Do you-
you mean a Spartan?
Spartan. Sakarian is not here
He's
anymore.
not here anymore. I'm not going to react. I've got the 5 up anyway from being in the ruins.
Okay, so heavy bolter first. Hitting on 2. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds.
Saves it.
Oh, this is the
Sergeant.
sergeant still.
Saves it. Oh,
He is finally slain. Okay, so he's dead.
does he get the ruins?
And then I've got 4 lance cannons coming in hot, twin links. That is 3 hits. 2s to kill. Sorry, 2s to not kill because you've got 5 up from your ruins.
Nope, 2 to
Kill
kill.
1, so that's 2 more dead. Next up, I'm going to do the... Oh, you've put the flames and everything. Oh, it looks
Yeah, that's
delicious.
lovely,
Thank you
doesn't
very
it?
much.
You see, I'm making your victory that
We've
much
got the
sweeter.
Land Raider going into him. Are you going to react? You might as well do it now.
Yeah,
because
why not? We'll see what we can do.
could take down a Land Raider as you go.
Could do.
So, lance cannons, 1 hits, 1 wound, so 5 up.
5 up. No.
Nope, so one's dead, but you do shoot with 3 back. Hitting on 2s.
All hit. And now wounding on 5s and 6s.
Thunders.
So
That
one
is a glance and a
pen.
10. Nothing I can do there.
6.
So
six,
you want
six.
a 6.
No.
That is a 2, which I ignore because it's a 3, and I have reinforced.
Yes.
So you do take 2 hull points down. He goes down to 3 left.
Yep.
Lastly, I'm going to try and finish off with my Dreadnought into the Sun Killers as well. You can still see them through the cracks of the ruin.
Yes.
Hitting on 2s, re-rolling, thankfully. And wounding on 2s. That is 3 wounds.
3 ups. Yeah, you said them all.
All passed. Perfect. So that is the end of that. We're going to go into a quick 2 charges.
Yes.
I needed a 5 there, or was it a 6?
I believe it was a
I think
5.
it was a, no, it was a 6. Remember, you have to go more. It's not 40k. It's Horus Heresy,
Oh
so you have
yes,
to go
that's
more.
6.
So it's a 6 here
You're
to
well in.
get, and I needed a 9 here with these phalanx, which I get a 10 with. Both in combat. This is where I like them to be. Let's get stuck in. Coming up next. Okay, we are back, and already a load of dice on Kayron's hand. That is because we've done this combat off camera, because it's a lot of dice rolls. He struck at the same time as me before his fist. He's already killed 2 because I don't have my sergeant there. I've done a total of 15 I think it was. Yeah, something like that. 15, 16, maybe even 14. 2 up saves.
So
and that is
one
1.
dies,
And then
another one dies.
So they're all dead.
Not before my fist. Oh yeah, because
no,
he's dead.
He's one of the dead guys, Kayron. He is one of the dead guys. Okay, we're gonna move on to here first. You're gonna strike first.
I am indeed, actually.
So
yes, it's true.
That's what 1, 2. You do
10,
have a sergeant there
this.
still.
Yes, it's very true. So it's just gonna be, was it 9 guys with chain bayonets?
Yes.
1 guy who's got absolutely nothing, and then the sergeant who's got his power sword.
Nice.
So we'll do the 9 guys with chain bayonets. Ooh, get rid of those. That wasn't very good.
Force, yeah.
And now wounding on 3s because +1 strength. With oh yeah, wounded anyway.
Yeah.
And then we'll do the 1 guy by himself.
Just remember that I do have Hammer of Wrath in these 2 units.
Oh yes.
We'll do that off camera.
1 guy by himself. It hits. Wounding on 4s. It wounds.
Okay.
Now the sergeant.
That's 4 for now.
So does he get 1 extra for having close combat weapon and pistol?
Yes, of course he does. Yeah.
Forgot about that. So 1 failed. And now wounding you on 4s again.
Okay.
1 more save.
1 more save.
I think that's AP free actually.
So,
I don't know if it matters to you actually.
Yes, it does.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
I haven't got a sergeant there. So 1 AP3 and 4 normal saves, right?
Yes.
So 4 normal saves. I'll go with my. I can't because I've charged, so it has to go into my normal 3-up saves.
Yep.
Which I've passed off. 5 up, feel no pain. 1 is dead.
1 dies.
And this is AP3, so I'll go into my invulnerable save, which is a 4-up. I'll reroll that. Which is a pass.
Well, it brings us to a good point. They failed leadership.
Yes, these guys are here because he failed the leadership and he's actually now running back. 1 is dead. I will strike back now. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. One of these isn't supposed to be here. One of these is here. Because you've given me the.
Oh, I've given you the banner
the on that side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. My weapon skill is 4. Your weapon skill is 4.
So hitting me on 4s.
4s. Remove these, and these. And then killing on 3s.
What's the AP?
AP2.
Yeah, so I don't even get my artificial armor.
AP2. So that is
5 guys.
5 guys dead.
Boop.
2.
Boop. 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 And okay, right there.
Okay, so you've lost combat by
3. Because I did a wound, I've got a banner, and that's it.
So I've got a banner as well.
Oh, you do?
So yeah. So,
so
you lost by 4.
By 4. So leadership 8, so 4 lower. Hey!
Oh, you do make it. Very nice.
They stay for extra turn.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to do these off camera, just because my hand is hurting now, and we'll come back for the wound saves. Okay, here we go. We've done all the attacks. He's actually done 1 wound to me, which I have to do my save, which is a pass. And then I struck back my power fist and my thunder hammer. With all the attacks, he was just about to do his feel no pain, but I did my thunder hammer. I instantly killed this guy here, and that means that the apothecary is slain straight away. Because it acts like an upgrade.
It acts like an upgrade, yeah.
Yeah, so as soon as the last model is removed, he is actually removed with it. So I will consolidate there. We're still stuck in combat here, and over here, well, as you can see, we already rolled on camera. This unit is now removed, so that means that we are contested. Remember that vehicles are scoring units as well for this one. So we're going to actually count up some points, see where we stand, because maybe, and I think it's a big maybe, there's no point in maybe carrying on.
I say you planned that right there. You weighted my dice to wait.
That was incredible.
You weighted my dice.
So after a short chat between us and counting up the points, Kayron's going to actually take us through what's actually happening. And there's no point in carrying it on.
No, it's all.
There is a winner, and that is the Imperial Fist. We're going to have a friendly fist bump before we actually go. That's a big fist bump. This is a Solarite gauntlet.
It's a Solarite gauntlet right
so
there.
take us through what's actually happening. So here,
basically what's just going to happen is I'm just going to fall back behind that crate, and the likelihood is, because I've got Artificier armor, they'll survive and contest your zone.
Yes.
We'll move to the middle. You've got 3 vehicles who are scoring this mission, so you'll have the zone for 5 points.
And I can actually move one of the phalanx into here as well,
and you can actually move one if
Yeah.
needed. And then back here again, I'm just going to do the same. I'm going to run whichever direction, because you're heavy, you can't run.
Yep.
So I'll outrun you, and if you try, you can't even shoot.
Yeah, I've only got one more turn to take, even though I could maybe table you in this third of the table, because we're still in combat here. Could probably shoot into here. Maybe you fail and run off. And then maybe I cut you down with a long charge range. It's down to. We're going to mark it as this. We're going to mark it as 5 for No Man's Land.
Contested.
Slay the Warlord.
Last man standing. Slay the Warlord.
So it is 5, 6, 7, 1. Happy with that?
No, I'm not happy.
Let's talk about it all in the end of game conclusion. Coming right up. And there we have it, the end of the game, and a win again to the Imperial Fists.
Again, this was your revenge.
This was but I mean, like, I've been winning lately.
Oh, have you?
I've been winning lately with my fists. Yeah, I'm
Congratulations.
very, very happy. Thank you very much. Sigismund is not here, but he will be very proud of his forces. Amazing game, ups and downs throughout. Yep. So many crazy moments.
It's a moral victory for me and Lucius. It's a moral victory.
Let's talk about the game. Yep. Because there's so many pinnacle moments to actually talk about. I think Sigismund killing your first champion was a really cool moment.
That was,
The 2 contemptors clashing against the other 2 contemptors was a pinnacle moment. Lucius single-handedly killing Sigismund. And then, last but by no means least, we do need to also talk about my phalanx wardens cutting down, sweeping, advancing Lucius, Primaris Medicae, and his retinue. Wow.
That should never happen.
Wow.
That should never happen.
There's also so many other moments, like failing 2 charges with a double 1. You failing that.
Well, no, please. Because of Death's Champion, you made the double 1 charge.
That's true.
You made the double 1 charge.
I did, but it was risky. It was risky.
Very risky.
So yeah, do you want to talk? What do you think? Where do you think it went wrong?
At the beginning, when I saw you pushing up really aggressively, I'm like, wow, this is really going south.
Yeah.
And then I managed to pull it back a little bit and start pushing.
I started to worry.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this isn't going as well as I thought it was. And you pushed it, but then it drastically changed.
My original plan was, okay, I'll push Lucius up.
Yeah.
Right, and then I saw your guys' phalanx come out. I'm like, okay, I got to deal with them. Then I'll push Lucius up again. Come behind those troops.
Yeah.
Secure your objective. Have a nice 7 points. We're dandy. We're fine. And then you ran me down, and it wasn't fine.
So crazy. There's been so many moments, like the amount of las cans I've been shooting at things, haven't been killing it. You've been shooting at back at me, haven't been killing it. Talking about the Sun Killers.
The Sun Killers.
They are such a good unit. They haven't seen the true potential of how good they are. No. But they have
on SN Plus.
Yeah, you see the true potential. Make sure you check that out, and many more battle reports at the same time. But something I really want to mention is that a lot of people say chain bayonets are not worth it. But when you have a big unit like the 19-man blob I had, going into an elite close combat unit, the weight of dice that you pass over to your opponent is what actually chews down this unit. Yeah. Definitely. A bit of a chat about my Rite of War, which is called. What is it called? What's it called?
Something phalanx? Something.
Phalanx Ward. No, Phalanx Wardens is my units. The Stone Gauntlet. I actually didn't use this in my last battle report, and I specifically said at the beginning I wasn't using it because it's a very, very strong Rite of War, a bit silly.
I appreciate you using it against me. I
yeah,
appreciate
no,
it.
but I just wanted to show you because there was a lot of people that said, at least we want to see how good it is because they're people, and you've just seen how good it is. 4-ups re-rolling constantly
Ridiculous.
is just amazing. And
that's not to say that you also have the Sergeant with the Artificial Armor if you wanted it.
If you wanted it. It's just an amazing little addition. And using it properly, using Phalanx Wardens properly, where you move on to objective, unload from your dedicated transport, and just stay and just say,
come at me.
Come at me, because this is exactly what's actually happened on a couple of occasions. You come to me and you're dead.
All you Imperial Fist fans, embrace your shield wall.
Contemptors, kill the Contemptor.
That was big. The two Contemptors missing to kill my last Contemptor.
Yeah, so good. Anyway, fantastic game. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Kayron, thank you very much for being coming to the studio again as a guest. Hopefully, you're going back to university now, soon, but we'll probably see you again in April. You're coming for the Gibraltar Grand Tournament, which is a 40k event. But we'll try and fit you in one more
I'm more than happy to.
So you've got a couple of months to build a nicer, aggressive list.
And I'm coming back for my revenge.
I think we have to come for the revenge. I think it has to be Imperial Fists versus Emperor's Children again. With that said, that is the end of us today. Make sure you click the like button, you click the subscribe button, join as a member if you can, and help us keep the lights on. With that said, thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you back in the next Barry Report coming very soon.
See you guys.